Sally, are you on your way back home yet? I can come and pick you up in the car if you need a lift.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna stay here a little while longer.
But it's getting late. I'm worried about you. How about you wrap things up soon?
I'm not a kid, William. Let me stay out and have fun with my friends. Even high school kids studying at night school stay out this late. I hardly think you have anything to worry about. Don't you think you're being a little dramatic?
But you're pregnant, Sally. You've been getting awful morning sickness lately, and sometimes you feel so rough you can barely move. I don't see why you should be taking unnecessary risks. Why not just take it easy till after the baby's born?
But I am taking it easy.
You said last time you were out with your buddies and ended up spending the whole next day in bed.
Well, I feel fine today, so that won't happen this time.
I see.
Besides, we're into the stable period now. I wasn't used to being pregnant back then, but now I know my limits. Stop worrying and take a chill pill, okay?
You might be in the stable period, but you'll be 8 months pregnant soon. You're the one who's constantly saying that you don't feel well, right?
Sure, I feel a little rough from time to time, but I haven't ballooned up like some girls do. My bump is small, and I think as pregnancies go, mine is on the more manageable side. My girlfriends who have kids say I'm breezing it compared to how it was for them. Anyway, one of my friends said she'd drive me home when we're done, so I don't need you to come get me.
If you say you're fine, I won't say anything more on the matter. But I do wish you'd rest up at home. Are you sure the reason you keep feeling bad doesn't have something to do with you going out with your friends again the instant you feel better?
What do you expect? My free time is going to disappear entirely the moment this kid is born. I have to make the most of what I have now.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a given when you have kids. But it's not like you'll be doing everything on your own. I'll always be here to help you out with the housework and diapers. I promise I'll make sure you still have time for yourself. I just want to make sure you take more care in looking after your body, that's all.
And like I told you, I'm absolutely fine, and I don't need you worrying about me every 5 seconds. Stop trying to control my every move by barking orders at me all the time. I'm anxious and stressed enough as it is with being pregnant. The last thing I need is you on my case like an overprotective mother. Just let me do what I want and leave me alone.
Jesus, Sally, I'm just worried, that's all.
Yeah? Well, it makes me cringe, and I'm sick and tired of it. It's precisely because you're this freaking annoying that we've been sleeping in separate bedrooms for months. If you carry on acting like this, I'm sure to end up with postnatal depression. Before long, I'll be faced with the biggest challenge of my life, bringing a little boy into the world. But for some reason, you think you get to boss me around and treat me like your own personal slave just because I'm pregnant?
I'm sorry.
I assure you, I am taking it easy, so just relax, okay? Don't you trust me?
It's not that I don't trust you. I do. It's just that being pregnant is a big thing. You never know what might happen, and we have the baby to think about now.
Well, I'm the one who's pregnant, not you, and I'm telling you for the millionth time that I'm absolutely fine.
Fine, I get it. But I hope you really are taking it easy. Please don't overdo it, babe. If anything happens, you can message me whenever you need to. Day or night, rain or shine, I'll drop whatever I'm doing and be out there in a heartbeat.
Yep, got it. All right, I'll be home in a few hours. Can you clean the bath for me before I get back?
Sure thing. Be careful on the way home. How are you feeling, Sally?
Not great. I think I'll be spending today in bed.
I see. Do you think you'll be able to manage any supper? If there's anything you want, just let me know, and I'll shoot out to PepSmart to get it.
Well, I've really been craving hamburgers lately. Oh, and could you pick up some watermelon while you're at it? I want something cold and refreshing.
Are you sure hamburgers are a good idea while you're pregnant? Isn't the advice that you should keep it light? I'm not sure all that fat grease is a good idea, especially if you're not feeling so great.
Geez, William, there's no harm in eating something a little naughty every now and then. Do you want me to go insane? How about you let me enjoy something for once? There's only so much grilled chicken and broccoli a girl can take.
All right, fine. Hamburgers and a watermelon it is. I'll head out now.
Yeah, you do that.
You seem to be ill an awful lot lately. Did they say anything at your last checkup?
Nope, apparently everything came back fine.
I see. Oh yeah, you'll be heading back to your mom and dad's place next week, right? Will you be able to fly?
What choice do I have? I can't go home if I don't get on the plane, doofus. Oh wait, is this where you start going off at me again about why I need to have the baby here and not at my parents' place? This has already been decided, William. How many times do we have to go over it? I'm having the baby at my mom and dad's house, and that's final.
Geez, Sally, I know. I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. I was just worried about whether you'd be okay to fly with how under the weather you've constantly seemed to be lately. Of course, I'd love to see my boy as soon as he's born, though.
I'll send a picture.
And videos, too.
Yes, fine. How many times do we have to have the same goddamn discussion?
Whoa. Would you calm down? There really isn't any need to get defensive. I'm not attacking you, you know? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Did you go out yesterday? Dave, my coworker, said he saw someone who looked like you.
No, I felt like crap yesterday too, so I was in bed all day. Like hell, I'd be crazy enough to leave the house feeling like that.
Right. All right. Just a look-alike then.
Obviously, moron. I feel so bad I can't even do the housework. Do you seriously think I'm in any fit state to go out? Oh, and can you get the laundry done when you get home? It's piling up like crazy.
Laundry? Got it.
I'm sorry for leaving you to do all the housework like this.
You're pregnant. It's hardly your fault you feel like crap. I really don't mind. The only thing that matters to me is that you take good care of yourself and that baby boy in your belly.
Thank you, William. I'm so lucky to have such a kind husband. I'm grateful for you.
Sally, how's it going? You don't feel under the weather again, do you?
Nope, I feel great today. Why? What's wrong?
You haven't messaged me at all since you went back to your folks' place.
Sorry, I haven't really been checking my phone much since I got home. Besides, I'm as pregnant gets and as sleepy as a sloth. To be honest, I'm kind of enjoying being spoiled by my mom and dad.
I knew they'd take good care of you.
Yep, I'm well and truly letting my hair down here.
That's great, babe. I'm pleased to hear it. I was thinking of heading down there on the day of the birth.
Huh? What? Why? Why would you do that?
'Cause I want to be there for the birth of my little boy, of course.
You don't have to do that. I'd rather you didn't see me after giving birth.
All right. So I won't literally be standing watching as you give birth, but I would still like to see my son. How about I go out or wait in another room?
But there's no guarantee I'll actually give birth on the planned day. You don't have to go out of your way to fly all the way down here. If you're going to take some time off work, then do it when I come home instead. I'd feel a lot more at ease that way.
But in any case, I'll be heading down after the birth anyway. So why not make it early?
Because I want to focus on the birth now and don't need you interfering with that. Even if you did come early, I wouldn't be able to spend any time with you.
You don't have to.
No, you're not coming. You just inconvenience us.
Inconvenience? I'm your husband and the father of our son, Sally. Why do you speak to me like that?
Oh my God, William, why are you like this? Speaking to you is so tiring and stressful. Are you trying to make me miscarry? Quit pestering me. I don't want to hear from you again until after the birth. Leave me alone to have my pregnancy in peace. My hormones are all over the place and I'm very temperamental. I'm crazy irritable and I flip out at the most trivial things. Why would you even want anything to do with me when I'm like this?
Fine. Message received loud and clear. All right. I'll head down after the birth.
Sorry for being so selfish. I promise, I'll message you after our son's been born.
Sally, I need an explanation. It's already been a month since the birth. You still haven't come home from your parents' place. I still haven't met my son. You need to tell me what's going on. I'm totally in the dark here.
I don't want to see you.
What? You don't want to see me? But why not? You threaten me with divorce if I have the nerve to show up at your folks' house because I want to see my son? I have no idea what's going on, and nothing you're doing makes any sense. I tried messaging your mom, but she flat out refused to discuss anything to do with you.
Sorry. I guess I just wasn't ready to do what I had to do.
What you had to do? What does that mean?
Can we break up?
Huh? Why?
Because I'm not worthy of being your wife.
Why not? What's that supposed to mean? I need an explanation here, Sally. None of this makes any sense.
The birth, I failed. Our baby is dead.
Huh?
I'm so sorry I couldn't tell you. I was so shocked. I couldn't even bring myself to accept it, let alone tell you. I did nothing but cry all day, every day. I'm not fit to be with you anymore, and I don't deserve to be your wife.
I see. That sucks. Oh well, you tried. That must have been a real pain in the butt, huh?
What the hell? What's so funny? The birth was a failure? You know what that means, don't you? This isn't the time to be screwing around, you jerk.
But there was never a baby, was there?
Huh?
You were never pregnant. It was all a lie from the beginning, right? Is this how desperate you were to go out with your friend?
What are you talking about?
I know everything, so you can cut the crap already. I know all about your affair.
I don't know what you mean. I'm at my mom and dad's house right now.
No, you're not. I did some digging. I've known that's not really where you are for ages now.
What?
You're not with your parents. You're at your lover's house. I've known since before you left. Remember back when I said my coworker Dave said he saw you out that time? Well, it played on my mind ever since. I tried to forget about it, but he was so adamant about it that it was you, and I just couldn't put my mind to rest. So I decided to hire a private investigator to find out the truth.
No way.
Yes way.
So why did you wait all this time to tell me?
Because it took me a while to come to terms with the fact that my wife was cheating on me. Not to mention the shock of finding out that you lied about being pregnant to cover it up. I've been doing a lot of thinking about what the hell would possess the woman I thought I knew and loved to do something like that. But I don't need to think about it anymore, and I'm fully prepared to do what I have to do.
Is that why you suddenly announced you were going to show up to be there before the birth?
Yup. I wanted to see how you'd react. There was still a part of me that wanted to believe in you back then.
No, William, you're wrong. I did this for a reason.
A reason? You mean you wanted to get piped by your lover boy behind my back? You knew that if you said you were pregnant, you could get out of doing the housework and you'd be free to meet him whenever you wanted. You had this all planned out with your lover, didn't you? Your endgame was to divorce me and take half of my assets, right?
What?
I wanted to know why you were so emotionally unavailable and weirdly evasive all the time. Even after I found out about the affair, I wanted to know more. Because I figured, if it was just an affair you wanted, there would have been less complicated, less insane, less morally corrupt ways of going about it. I had the private investigator look into you both even further. And before long, I found myself in possession of chat logs of the most absurdly sinister conversations I've ever seen. It was at that moment that I knew what I had to do.
I'm so sorry. To tell you the truth, I wanted to break up with you way earlier. But Max, my boyfriend, suggested things would go a lot more smoothly if I pretended to be pregnant instead.
So naturally, you decided to blindly accept whatever he told you and participated in one of the sickest and most morally abhorrent asset grabs in the history of human race. Tell me, Sally, how did all that make you feel?
It was awful.
Right. I can't believe you actually went as far as finding pictures of other women's ultrasounds online to trick me. You rearranged the furniture in your boyfriend's bedroom to make it look like the room you'd be giving birth in at your parents' house too, huh? Was it worth it? Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Did you go on vacation with Loverboy with the money that I gave you to keep you going while we were apart for the birth? Did you at least have a good time?
I'm so sorry. I'd been such a fool. I should have never lied. I should have just been open with you from the beginning.
You told your parents you had to escape because I was physically abusing you, didn't you? They offered me a groveling apology when I sent them the proof of your affair.
What? My parents know.
Yeah, of course they do, 'cause I told them.
But they haven't said anything to me.
That's because I asked them not to mention it until I let them know I was done talking to you.
Oh my God.
I guess after faking a pregnancy, I shouldn't be surprised that you wouldn't hesitate to involve your innocent parents in your sick, twisted web of lies. But you must be a special kind of moron to think your boyfriend genius suggestion was ever going to lend anything other than you getting found out.
But William, I've never liked anyone as much as I like him. I lose my head when he's involved. We may have met through an app, but I can tell he's serious about me. He said we could get married if I divorced you.
He's only after your money.
No way, he's not like that. He's not.
You're not the only woman he's seeing. I'm pretty sure the only reason he suggested you to fake the pregnancy was to drag this thing out and leech as much money off me as humanly possible.
Don't make comments on things you don't understand. You don't know my Max.
The only one who doesn't understand is you. Think about it. If it had been down to you, you would have broken up with me right away, right? Who was it that opposed you and insisted we stay together?
He was only thinking of my best interest. He didn't want me to end up in a bad situation, that's all.
If that was true, would your life be in the huge mess it is now? Tell me, Sally, has he ever asked you for money?
Well, yes, but it was only to help him out. I lent him a little because he said he was in trouble.
So you don't know about the debt?
The debt?
He has a long track record of taking out loans from several loan sharks of varying trustworthiness.
He never told me about that. I know you're just telling lies to try to make me break up with him because you're jealous. It's not gonna work.
What reason would I have to lie about anything? I'm agreeing to the divorce just like you wanted me to. I couldn't care less whether you guys break up or stay together. That said, you will both be paying me every cent of the compensation you're gonna owe me.
Actually, Max didn't come home yesterday. He normally replies to my messages instantly, but his phone switched off now. William, do you know anything about this?
He might be at the police station.
What?
There are currently 7 women filing charges against him for fraud. And I, being a good, honest citizen, may or may not have informed the local authorities as to his whereabouts.
Wait, what the hell? Oh my God, has this all just been one big lie all along? So he really was seeing other women? He really was just after me for my money?
That's what I said, isn't it? Even the house you guys have been living at doesn't belong to him. It's one of his other victims' names on the deed.
I'm so sorry. I'll come home immediately.
Where to?
Our house.
We don't have a house anymore.
What?
I told you, didn't I? That I was ready to do what I had to do. I moved ages ago. And I never want to see your face again. And having you burst into tears and beg for my forgiveness would just be annoying.
What about my things?
I sent them to your parents' place. Your mom and dad were fine with it. You can message them and arrange to collect it yourself.
William, I really am sorry. I can't believe what an idiot I've been.
It's too late to realize that now.
Please, I'll do anything. Please, won't you just help me out? Even if it's just for a little while I get back on my feet? I can't message my mom and dad now. Not after they found out what I did. They'll give up on me, I just know it.
Well, you did lie about being pregnant to cheat on me. Who can blame them? Why would I help you after what you did to me? I'd have to be nuts to even consider it.
No, I'm a victim in all this too. You just said yourself how he deceived me.
But you told me you never liked anyone as much as this guy. Surely your feelings have to count for something. How about you have faith in him and wait to see if he comes back? He's not the kind of man to lie to you, right?
But if what you told me is true, waiting wouldn't make a difference. I'm begging you. Please just help me for a little while.
Don't screw me around. I was over the moon when you told me you were pregnant. I did a bunch of research on pregnancy and childbirth, bought a bunch of books about childcare, and worked twice as hard as I ever had at the office to make sure you guys had everything you ever needed. But even though I was busy at work, I still found time to do all the housework to make sure you never had to lift a finger because I trusted you.
I'm so sorry.
As if that wasn't enough for you, next you lied about having a miscarriage. You're the most vile, despicable human being I've ever met.
No, you're wrong. That was all his idea. I tried to tell him it was wrong, but he wouldn't listen. I wanted to tell you, I swear.
But in the end, you still did as he told you.
William, I'm so sorry. I'll do whatever it takes to make up for this. Please, let me stay by your side.
I thought you found talking to me irritating and cringeworthy. You had no intentions of ever coming home if things with Scammer Boy went well. If you mean it when you say you'll do whatever it takes to make up for the crap you pulled, then never come near me again. You can have your divorce. Aren't you happy? You got exactly what you wanted. I soon realized during the discussion for the divorce proceedings that banging my head against a brick wall would have more productive than talking to my wife. So I decided to call her parents and have them be present for talks. Sally was like a different person when her parents arrived, suddenly seemingly barely even able to speak. And within 5 minutes of their arrival, she signed the divorce papers. She even agreed to pay the compensation. She ended up paying the half of my assets she got during the divorce back in compensation. So when all was said and done, she didn't have a single cent to show for any of her efforts. Then, to add insult to injury for my wayward ex-wife, her parents disowned her, just like she feared they would. In the end, she was left isolated and alone, without a soul in the world to rely on. Having no other options, she did wait for a while in the hopes that her lover would come back to her. But she soon realized that too was futile when she got word he'd been sentenced to 5 years in jail. A month later, Sally got evicted from his house due to him no longer paying the rent on it. It was probably at that moment that the harsh, brutal reality of her situation set in. What goes around comes around, folks. As for me, after moving the house and finally getting done with the divorce and putting my ex-wife behind me once and for all, I finally regained my happiness and peace of mind. I still find myself getting a little riled up when I think about what she did, and even now, but it sure beats the hell that I was living through. I want to forget my ex-wife as soon as I possibly can, for the good of my own health. The biggest revenge I could possibly take on her is to lead a life of happiness and joy and abundance. A broken heart doesn't heal overnight, but I'm confident it will one day. And in the meantime, I intend to take the bull by the horns and lead life with hope and optimism for the future. Hi, Mulaney. I'm afraid I have some bad news to break. I just got fired from work.
What? Are you serious? Why, Wayne? What the hell happened?
Don't worry about the reason I was fired. It's not important. What is done is done.
You're kidding, right? The reason is very important. Are they trying to cut down on labor costs? Had you known they've been planning a layoff this year? Shouldn't they be giving you earlier notice?
If labor costs was the reason, they would never have fired me. I've been making so much money for the company, you know? They'd be stupid to lay me off to save money.
Well then, why the hell did they let you go?
It's not a big deal. I might have tweaked numbers on a report or have been tough on my subordinates. I think someone snitched on me for bullying them. But I never imagined that my own company would betray me after all I'd done for them. Clearly they don't have their priorities straight. They are going to regret letting me go. They are going to lose so much sales without me.
Hold on a second. You did what? You falsified your reports and bullied your subordinates? And are you telling me that these allegations are true? Because the fact that you were saying you didn't imagine getting fired kind of sounds like you're admitting both.
My guys were being disrespectful to me. They were being smartass like youngsters do. So I decided to be tough on them, to show them who was boss. I bet it was this young bitch who snitched on me. I yelled at her the other day because she made a major mistake on the report. But then I got called in by HR afterwards for being too harsh. Can you believe that? I'm not even the one who made the mistake. I bet she sleeps with upper management or something. She must have talked one of the officers into firing me.
Stop it, Wayne. That is so inappropriate. You don't know that for sure.
Why else would I get chewed at? I've done nothing wrong.
Maybe you were too hard on her, as your HR manager says. You shouldn't have yelled at her.
The issue is that she's too weak. She's lucky I punched the table and not her face. And she stopped coming to work after that too. I bet she thinks it's my fault and told HR an exaggerated story. Young people nowadays don't have any perseverance. Don't you agree?
You punched the table while scolding her? That is so unprofessional. Of course you would get reported to HR, Wayne. Don't you know how companies are sensitive about compliance these days? You would have been in so much trouble if someone posted about you on SNS. If it went viral, it would have been the end for you.
That is so stupid. Everyone is afraid to show power because of the damn internet. What a horrible trend.
What else did you do? There were other reasons, weren't there? I can easily picture you doing and saying whatever you please at work.
They might have said some other stuff, but I don't remember anymore.
You forgot? How could you have forgotten? It was just today, right? Do you even understand your situation? You need to take the reasons seriously so you won't make the same mistake again.
Well, I was kind of shocked too, you know? I couldn't believe they were firing me, so I might not have been paying attention towards the end of the conversation.
All right, fine. Wow, though. I mean, thankfully I work, so we'll get by for the time being. But you need to find a new job right away.
Yeah, I guess so. But there's something else. I'm going to have to ask you to pay for all my debt until I find one.
Debt? What debt are you talking about? Like for your car?
That too, but I've also been using payday and title loans.
What the hell? Since when?
Well, I kinda got scammed and lost all the money I had invested. It really sucks. I was so upset about it for a while.
Why haven't I heard of this already? Wayne, that is such a huge deal.
I was too upset to tell you sooner, so I'm telling you now.
You should have told me when it happened. What do you mean you got scammed? I need to know the details.
I met this guy who told me about how he made money through internet business.
Oh God, Wayne. I can already tell this is shady.
Well, he said that I could make millions in a year with virtual currency. I trusted him and put everything I had, but the price crashed quickly and I lost about $50,000.
50,000? Are you're kidding me, right?
I wish I was, but no, I'm not. So, because I lost all my cash, I haven't been able to pay for all my expenses. That's why I've been using payday or title loans. But I've been struggling to pay it back, so I have multiple rollovers now. And now, since I've been fired from work, I'm going to have to ask you to pay it on my behalf.
Excuse me? How can you be so unapologetic about this? You are asking me to pay off your debt as if you were asking me to take out the dog. What the hell, Wayne? Do you realize how bad this is?
Just for now. I'll take over as soon as I find a job.
I can't believe you've been so reckless, and that you never told me until now. On the same day you tell me you got fired? I'm in disbelief.
Well, I don't have any choice but to ask you. I have to pay them back somehow. I mean, I could get into serious trouble if I don't, right?
How the hell would I know?
I heard they can chase you around and make crazy phone calls to friends and relatives, or even to work. And then if I still don't pay them back, the court could order property liens. I've seen it on TV before.
If you are so scared about the consequences, you never should have used payday loans in the first place. Don't you know they have crazy interest?
I thought I could pay them back in no time. And for the record, I also didn't plan on getting fired. Besides, it's not my fault that I was scammed. I'm a victim here. I was tricked into putting money into it. He made me trust him.
Whatever. You need to go find yourself a new job now. I can't pay for everything with just my salary. I might last a couple of months at most. You know I don't get paid that much.
All right. You just watch, Mel. I'm going to find a job that's much better than before. Then I'll be able to pay off my debts in a blink. It won't be a problem.
I pray that you are right, but I am less hopeful that a bully like you could find a job that easily. What are you going to say when you get asked why you were fired?
Oh, I'm so good at interviews. My interviewer is going to like me so much they won't care what I answer. They are going to wonder why I was fired, and they will evaluate my performance correctly, unlike the idiots who fired me today.
You need to be realistic, Wayne. I don't think you were fired because a company didn't know how to evaluate you. You were fired because you were causing issues in the office. Don't blame it on other people. You need to look in the mirror and really think about how you need to change, or else you are going to repeat the same thing again.
I don't know what you're talking about. I told you I was not the one causing issues in the office. My subordinates were.
What kind of manager blames their team member for making mistakes? Their errors are your responsibility. You should be old enough to understand that. I feel really bad for the girl you yelled at.
What? Why? Have you been paying attention to what I've been saying? She's the one who made a major mistake at work. All I did was tell her what she was doing was wrong. Shouldn't you feel sorry for me for having to cover her ass? It's not fair.
That attitude is exactly what I am talking about. You blame things on other people and never reflect on your own actions. Did you even have any friends at work? Did anyone like you?
Don't you dare talk like you know anything about my job.
And you think you can be talking to me like that? I'm the one who has to pay your debts. Give me a break.
Shut up, woman. Don't provoke me.
Provoke you? You are making me so angry right now. I have never been so ashamed of you in my life.
Excuse me? I will not allow you to talk to your husband like that. You know what? In fact, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You should be encouraging me at hard times. But instead, all you have been doing is putting me down.
Stop acting like a child. You are going to make yourself look even worse.
Shut up. I don't care. I'm not talking to you until you apologize to me.
Hello? How much longer are you going to ignore me? We haven't spoken in 4 months. Grow up already, Wayne. I know you're reading this. You don't want to speak to me in person, that's fine, but you can still reply to my messages, can't you?
I told you I'm not talking to you until you apologize. You disrespect your husband. I will not tolerate such an attitude. If you want to talk to me, then you apologize.
I beg your pardon? You are still asking me to apologize? Do you even know what I've been going through these past couple of months covering your ass? I've been working from dusk to dawn to pay for everything. You have no idea how tired I am every day. Besides, I was not being disrespectful. I was only being honest.
Honest? No, you mocked me.
About you causing trouble at work? That you blame other people for everything? Or are you referring to the part I asked if anyone even liked you? Well, guess what? I still stand by what I said. I was only telling the truth.
There you go again. You know, it's all right. I understand you're not sorry, right? Well, I guess I have to keep on ignoring you. I have nothing to say to you until you are truly sorry for disrespecting your husband. Bye.
Oh my God, Wayne, you are acting like a child. You are a grown man. Stop playing games. By the way, you of course remember that I am paying off your debt as we speak, right?
What about it?
What about it? Are you being serious right now? I am working my ass off so that you don't get called into court. And you think I'm the disrespectful one? You owe me money and appreciation. I cannot believe you have the nerve to ignore me.
Such a whiner. You think you are so great just because you pay my debt? You are my wife. It's part of your duty. Once married, we share what we make and what we owe.
I'm sorry. Share? So far, I'm the only one paying, remember? I am not the one responsible for your debt. You are. You and only you should be paying. So tell me why you're still jobless after 4 months.
It's not my fault the market sucks right now. Nobody is hiring. I've been looking frantically for a job every day.
But 4 months? I'm sure you can find something. Why don't you try spreading your options a little, huh? Are you looking into smaller offices?
Small offices? Are you crazy? This is not an option. I am definitely not lowering my status.
Why the hell not? It's not the time to be picky. You should be thankful for any kind of position.
No way. I'm too good for a small company. I'm big firm material, you know?
No, I don't. Right now, your top priority should be to find any job so that I can stop paying off your debt. Let go of your pride, Wayne.
I can't just work for any company. What if they're blacklisted or something? I'm not going to work for some random company just to end up having to look for a new job again in a couple of months. I'm going to find a company that deserves me.
Really? Who the hell do you think you are? Here, I'll try to say it nicely. I know you don't want to hear this, but Wayne, you are not a big shot like you think you are. You need to ease off on your conditions and find a job right away.
What? Are you disrespecting me again? Do not tell me what to do. You know nothing about firms or actual jobs.
I'm telling you not to be so full of yourself. After all, you got fired for bullying your own team members. What kind of a big shot could you possibly be, huh?
Shut up. Don't act like you know better than me. You think you are special or something? You are merely a store manager of a petty old restaurant.
What's wrong with that? I love my job. Not to mention that at least I have one, and I have never caused the kind of trouble you have. So yes, I do think I know better than you regarding people management.
I didn't get fired because I bullied those idiots. I was fired because they were all jealous of how good I was. They all conspired to get rid of me.
Wow. I really don't understand how you can have such high self-esteem. I'm starting to wish I had that kind of confidence.
I am gifted, unlike you. Perhaps you are jealous too. I mean, you only have an ordinary job at a restaurant. It's clear that I am better. Otherwise, I would never have been hired by a big firm in the first place.
Yeah, from which you got fired, right? At least I gained enough trust from everyone to become store manager.
A store manager who makes less than half of what I make?
Correction, maid. Don't forget you are penniless right now.
Woman, just because I don't have a job right now doesn't make you better than me. In social standards, you belong to the lowest class.
I beg your pardon. I can't believe you just categorized your own wife.
You married me for status, didn't you? I've always known. You're such a greedy woman.
If you want to take back what you just said, now is your only chance.
Take it back? What for? I am only giving you the truth. I ain't taking anything back.
You know what? Enough. If you want to play games with me, fine, I'll play. I hope you understand what you're getting yourself into.
Am I supposed to be scared? You can't do anything to me. Admit it, you are not smart enough. So stop acting like you are.
All right, we'll see then. I'd love to hear you say the same in several months. But don't come back crying for mercy.
Hey, Mulaney. What the hell is wrong with you? Why is there no meal for me again? You need to stop acting like this now.
You want me to stop? You are the one who started it. You kept on ignoring me, so I decided to do the same. I am ignoring you, and I mean that I will not recognize your existence. That is why I'm not cooking for you or doing any of your chores, capiche?
You are neglecting your duties as a wife. Do you know how messy the laundry room is now? This place is filled with dirty clothes. I can't believe you deliberately left out my stuff in the basket and only cleared yours. Now I don't have anything to wear. You are so selfish.
I'm selfish. What are you then? You don't work. You don't do any chores. All you've done is cause me pain. So what duties have you fulfilled as a husband, huh?
Oh, I see how it is. You think you are getting back at me. How pathetic. All you can do is boycott on house chores?
I'd say my boycott is a success, wouldn't you? I mean, clearly it's irritating you. It should help you understand that I am not to be taken for granted.
Ha, so you think you are hurting me now? All you've done is made me more angry with you.
Yeah, whatever. Be mad all you want, you whining pig. I am not scared at all. You being mad is like a baby crying for attention. You are only upset because things won't go your way.
What did you just call me? Oh, you're going to regret calling me names.
I'm not going to regret anything. You should know that I am furious about this entire situation. I am not doing anything for you unless you do something about your attitude towards me. Don't expect me to cook for you or do your laundry. In fact, don't expect anything.
I don't need you to do a damn thing for me. I will manage on my own.
Oh, really? I look forward to seeing that. I mean, you don't even know how to use the microwave.
What? Are you crazy? Of course I can use the microwave. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, then why are you complaining about not having anything to eat? If you can use it, I'm sure you can manage to prepare your own damn meal. If you can't, then of course there's always that option to stop being so immature and just apologize to me. It's amusing to see you being so stubborn, but it's getting kind of old, isn't it?
Why on earth would I apologize to you? I am not sorry about anything.
You still don't understand your position, do you? You literally can't live without me right now. I support your living.
Shut up. Don't think you have the upper hand just because you pay off my debt. And stop being so cheap. I have been supporting our lives all this time now. It's your turn to support me.
It's really not just about money. It's your mentality and how you treat me. I really don't know how else to explain it for you to understand. But since you still don't get it, I guess you'll have to learn the hard way. It's too bad, Wayne. I gave you my final warning.
Mulaney, you bitch. You haven't been paying the loans, have you? I am getting frantic calls from lenders now. What the hell are you doing? Hello? Answer me. Mulaney, please answer. I need to talk to you.
What do you want? It's 2 a.m. I'm trying to sleep.
I am getting so many collection calls from unknown numbers. It doesn't stop. It scares me.
Well, it's been a while since I stopped paying. I mean, you borrowed money from so many places and they've been rolled over for months now. So I'm not surprised everyone is coming after you.
Well, why haven't they been paid? You haven't even paid the interest.
Why? You were wondering why I stopped paying? I gave you my final warning 2 months ago. I told you I was going to have to teach you the hard way, didn't I? And yet not only did you refuse to apologize to me, you kept ignoring me. So I did what I said I'd do, which is to do nothing for you.
Where the hell are you right now? Why haven't you been home?
Because I'm leaving you. We are getting a divorce, and I am not coming back to you ever.
What? No, I don't want a divorce. Where is all this coming from?
From you and how you have treated me. You can't stop me from leaving you. I have already made my mind and hired a lawyer. I'm sure she'll be in touch with you in a couple of days.
Mulaney, come on. Please, don't forsake me for this.
No, but I am because I've had enough. In fact, I decided I had enough over 4 months ago, which is when I stopped paying your bills, actually. I was going to pay them if you changed your behavior, but you never did. So that was it for me. You're not worth any penny.
Mulaney, please. Just cover me for 3 more months. Maybe just 2 more months. I could get into serious trouble if they're not paid.
You dug your own hole, Wayne. I am not suffering for you anymore. Good luck with everything.
You can't give up on me like that. We are married. You have some responsibility to me.
Nope, you can't play that card on me. You are responsible for your own mistakes, not me. Maybe try to be a decent adult from now on.
I think they're going to sue me. I'll be summoned to court and lose. It's going to remain on my record forever.
Yeah, probably. I'm surprised they haven't already. You should have thought about that possibly a while ago.
No, that's not good. My reputation will be ruined.
You're probably on the blacklist already. You won't be able to use your credit card anymore. Or the bank for that matter. Yikes.
Can you at least help me to stop these phone calls? I don't even know who's calling me. You know, there were a couple of sketchy places that let me take loans. What if I unknowingly borrowed money from gang members or something? That kind of business could be owned by that kind of people, couldn't it? What if they come and hurt me?
Perhaps. I mean, not paying anything for 4 months would definitely piss off gang members, wouldn't it?
Why didn't you tell me sooner that you stopped paying?
You're the one who's been ignoring me. I hope it's just the bank or authorities calling you and not gang members. Either way, you can't run anymore. They'll use all their power to find you.
Tell me what I need to do, Mulaney. I can't pay them back on my own. I don't have any money. Please help me.
Don't ask me. You need to deal with it yourself. My final advice is that you think wisely. Try to not make your situation any worse. You are lucky your parents left you the house. Because if there's no way for you to pay, then I guess the court will order you to take your property to make up for it. If the gang doesn't get to you first, that is.
You knew this was going to happen, didn't you?
Of course I did. I thought you did too.
Mulaney, I'm sorry. Please help me. I was wrong.
Oh, so you want to apologize now?
Yes, because I understand what a fool I have been. Come back to me, please. Give me another chance.
And pay off your debts. Hell to the no. I am never looking after you. In fact, I hope the people coming after you really are gangs and hurt you instead of a nice and formal court order. You don't deserve civilized treatment.
Mulaney, that's awful.
You brought the situation upon yourself. I hope you suffer.
If something happens to me, I swear I will haunt you. Hello? Stop ignoring me.
My bad. I was falling asleep since this conversation is so boring for me. Can I go to bed now? Some people have to wake up early in the morning to go to work, you know.
No, you can't go to bed. You can't leave me stranded like this. I am horrified about this whole situation. It's driving me insane.
But that is your problem and not mine.
At least talk to me, please. I don't want to be alone.
Well, too bad. You are on your own. I told you I've had enough. I consider you as good as dead. So I'm going to keep on ignoring you. I should also add that I really don't care what happens to you next. So, goodbye, and good luck with your life. Wayne must have been in serious panic that he made himself believe Gaines could hurt him for not paying off his debts. The chances are, of course, extremely unlikely, but I thought it was hilarious that he was petrified of being chased by scary people, so I let him believe that it could happen. After a couple of months since officially divorcing him, I heard from a friend that Wayne ran away from town and that he has not been seen since. By that time, he had lost all his property and money, but since he still had some payments left, he may have thought he was still being chased or something. To think that I was married to such a pathetic person makes me embarrassed, but I am glad he is out of the picture for good now. I, on the other hand, got a promotion soon after the divorce. As funny as it is, I was working my butt off to make enough money to pay off Wayne's debt, which raised my reviews at work. It turns out that my performance pushed the overall sales of the restaurant as well, and so I ended up with an increase in income. As much as I despise him, I guess he was a bit useful in the end, although I would never thank him for what he made me go through.
Eve, where are you? I've rang the doorbell so many times, but you haven't answered the door yet. Don't tell me you're out. Are you playing around again? I'm not at home right now. I have plans with Hector today. Wait a minute. Are you at our house right now? I don't remember making plans with you today. Is something wrong? No, everything's fine. I just decided I might come over and check on you. I arranged my schedule and made some time just for you, but look. You're out having the time of your life. I was hoping you would welcome me as soon as I rang the doorbell. When are you coming home? Hurry up, chop chop. I'm sorry if I made you feel upset. I hope you could tell me beforehand next time. I'm actually visiting a theme park with Hector right now, so I don't think I'll be home anytime soon. It's a one-day pass. We don't want to waste money, do we? We'll probably be on our way home by noon. You could go home if you want. I don't want to keep you waiting. Oh, you're visiting a theme park? How luxurious. Who do you think earns the money for you? My son. But you're visiting the theme park without him? I feel so sorry for him. How inconsiderate can you be? My husband doesn't like the heat. He really hates hot places and walking around under the sun, which means he also hates going to theme parks. I think you know this already. That's why we didn't come with him. We invited him, of course, but he said no. He told us to go and have fun with just the two of us, mother and son. Oh, my son has such a kind heart. I doubt if you really deserve to be his wife. I bet he's working really hard in his office right now while you're playing at the theme park. How can you have fun while your husband is suffering from a heavy workload? How kind can he be to allow you and your son to go out and play when he has work? Oh, my son is too kind sometimes. Yes, he is really kind. I'm so lucky to have him as my husband. I've never met someone kinder than him.
He's a great father and husband.
I assume Hector's having his summer break, yes? Back in the old days, I remember helping my family when I was on summer break. I barely had time to rest. Are you making him study? Don't tell me he's been playing games and going out every day. He should be studying and preparing for his entrance exams before it's too late. I've heard about so many students who regret not studying earlier.
Yes, he's also studying. He's a very responsible boy. You should be proud of him. But he has to take breaks occasionally or he'll be stressed out. Having too much stress leads to shorter concentration spans and inefficiency.
Occasionally, I don't think so. You're taking him out to play more than that. He's basically doing whatever he wants every single day. Can't you take better care of your son? I honestly can't believe you call yourself a mother. I bet he's playing soccer all day long in the fields. What's the point of letting your son play sports more than necessary? Are you trying to make him a professional athlete? Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous. I just want to be a supportive parent. He's really motivated and enjoys playing soccer. He might dream to become a professional soccer player in the future. But he also promised me to study every day when he comes back from practice. He knows how important studying is. He's actually pretty smart, you know.
Oh, really? My son used to study 3 hours a day when he was that age. Let me tell you, homework is clearly not enough to build knowledge. He has to study on his own, right? It's important to review the material, but also to study about new topics beforehand. My son did exactly that when he was a student, and he always got the top scores at school. Hasn't he told you that? I guess he's being humble. Is Hector doing the same? I bet my son taught him to do so.
No, not exactly the same. I do admit that my husband was very hardworking, but that's a heavy workload. I don't want to pressure Hector too much. He's doing his best. I think that's what's more important.
Do you know what's the most important? The result. The outcome is the most important, okay? There's no point if you can't achieve anything.
That might be true, but Hector is still an elementary school student. I think it's important for him to have fun and try out many things. I want him to try doing anything he's interested in and curious about. He might find what he really wants to do or study in the future. I don't want to take away such a valuable opportunity. He really enjoys playing soccer, and his coach told us he's very talented as well. He has skill and talent. I think it's worth giving it a try.
Listen, children have to start studying from an early age so that studying becomes a habit. It'll help them in the future, I guarantee that. The more knowledge, the better.
Hector told us he wants to pursue a career as a professional soccer player, so he's practicing very hard every day. His coach is very supportive of his dream. Both my husband and I want to be supportive of his dream as well. If he's taking it seriously, we should also trust him and give him the best support we can as parents. We'll also encourage him to study so that he'll have different options to choose from if it becomes difficult for him to pursue a career as a professional soccer player. But I think he has the potential to become a pro.
Oh no, I cannot believe it. You're choosing sports over study? The chances of becoming a pro is so low. I can't believe how you think it's best for him to give it a try when you know it's nearly impossible. Hector seems a bit reckless. I guess it's in his genes, very similar to his mother.
Maybe. He's definitely my child. I used to be very athletic too. My husband relies on his brain, while I usually rely on my muscles more.
To be honest, I've always wondered if Hector was actually my son's child. He doesn't seem to resemble his father at all. Something feels off.
What? Hector is clearly our child. Don't be ridiculous. What kind of joke is that? It's not funny. Hector is our child. Nothing can change that. You visited us at the hospital when I gave birth.
But I wonder, is he really my son's child? You're the one who was pregnant. We never know who the father is. Hector doesn't look like my son at all, and his personality also doesn't resemble him at all. If he was really his son, he should have more similarities with his father, don't you think? He looks exactly like you, has your eyes, nose, lips. He would have looked more handsome if he resembled his father. I feel sorry for him.
Don't be so mean. I'm not that ugly. My husband might be handsome, but I shouldn't be that bad either. And many people have told us that Hector looks like his father, so I don't think he has similar facial features as me. I thought you said so too when you saw him at the hospital for the first time. He hasn't changed much, in my opinion.
I thought he resembled his father when he was just a baby. He looked exactly like my son when he was a baby. I was so excited about how handsome my grandchild might be in the future. But look, day by day, he started resembling you. I was scared to meet him because he always looks more like you compared to when I saw him last time. My son has been a smart child since he was little. He was always the top-scoring student at school, and everyone looked up to him. On the other hand, your son only excels in physical education. Didn't he fail in some of the subjects? My son always got 100 on his tests.
It's true that he's exceptionally good at sports. He might not score 100 on all his tests, but he certainly gets an A+ for physical education. I think it really depends on the child. Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses.
Everyone is talented in a different way, and Hector is talented in the athletics field.
I don't think this is a bad thing. I like to take things positively, and I'm glad my son was able to find something he really wants to pursue. It can be quite difficult to discover what your passion is. Hector can start studying from now. It's not too late. He has plenty of time until his entrance exams. He might even get a sports scholarship in the future. We shouldn't be stressed out too much yet.
Oh my, how can you be so carefree? Time is limited. Considering Hector's low test scores, he really has to start studying from now or he won't make it in time. He'll be the one who'll suffer in the future. If you're so carefree and unserious about his studies, your son will have to pay the price when he gets older. It's your responsibility to educate your child. You have to look after him and guide him so that he wouldn't have to suffer in the future. Do what's best for your son, okay? You don't want him to have a hard time when he gets older, do you? You should start taking this seriously. You might ruin his life. I hope you realize the importance of studying before it's too late.
I'm taking it very seriously. I'm his mother, of course. I wish the best for him. I'm planning ahead, and after having discussions with my husband and son, we decided that it was best for him to prioritize soccer practice. I want him to do what he wants in life. If he wants to become a soccer player, that's my goal too. The best we could do is make an environment where he can fully focus to achieve his goal.
What are you saying? Stop with all the nonsense. I really can't understand what you're thinking. You definitely did not consult my son, did you? He would never have approved of such a stupid education plan. He knows how important studying is.
As I told you, I had multiple discussions with my husband about it, and we all came to the conclusion that it was best to focus on his strengths. We both think that's the most efficient way. What we value the most is how hard he worked towards his goal, whether that's related to sports or studying.
Are you sure my son said that? I bet he's just trying to make you feel good by agreeing to what you say. He definitely disagrees inside. He knows how important it is to study. He should be aware that he's able to be in his position today thanks to all the hard work and devotion.
But he told me he regrets how he spent his childhood just studying. He said he should have tried out many different things to find out what his interests were. He told me he really wanted to try playing many different sports because he rarely had the opportunity to go out and play.
Excuse me, what did you say? Are you insulting me right now? Are you criticizing how I educated my son? How dare you? You're saying that because I made him study all the time, took away valuable opportunities for him to go out and play sports, my son regrets his childhood? You're trying to tell me that it's all my fault that my son wasted his childhood, correct?
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. Let me clear things up.
No, that's what you're thinking deep down. You don't like me. You hate me for my stupid educational views. Talent, strength, don't be ridiculous. You're just spoiling your child, telling him to just do whatever he wants. If he doesn't want to study, you won't force him to because you think that's best for him when it's clearly not. You're definitely making a mistake in the way you're educating your child. You'll regret this very soon, I know it. I can imagine you begging for my help. Your family will come across a huge problem in the near future, and then you'll finally realize your mistakes.
I'll be careful so that my family won't be like that. Thanks for your advice. By the way, you told me you visited our house. Have you gone home now? Please do so if you're still waiting. Why did you visit us without telling us beforehand? I would have served you a cup of tea if I knew you were coming.
Why would anyone be waiting outside for so long? I called a cab a while ago and I'm already home. I completely forgot to tell you this, but I visited to share with you some food. Well, it's a pity because none of you were at home. How sad.
Oh, I see. Oh, thank you for your consideration. And I'm very sorry I wasn't able to greet you at the door. Please come by again next time. If you can contact us beforehand, I'll make sure to be at home when you visit.
Oh, don't worry, you don't have to apologize. I left the food by the door, so make sure you give it a taste when you get home.
Really? You left them on our porch? I don't intend to be rude or anything, but may I ask what you brought us? It might go bad before we get home, depending on what you brought us.
I brought you some fish. It tastes wonderful whether you eat it raw or cooked.
What? Wait a minute. You brought us raw fish and just left them on our porch?
Yes, but it's packed in a bag, so don't worry. I wouldn't just leave it bare on the porch. Some fresh mackerels were on sale at the local market, so I bought a bunch of them. I've never seen them so cheap. And it gets cheaper the more you buy it, so I had no other choice but to buy them. I can't miss such a wonderful opportunity. I remembered you telling me that you enjoyed eating fish, so I decided to share some of them with you. I wouldn't have been able to finish all of them.
I do like fish, but I don't think that's the best idea. Let me double check. Did you leave some raw fish by our door on a scorching hot day? I don't think that's a good idea. I think they'll go bad by the time we get home. I don't want to waste food, but we'll get sick if we eat them.
Oh, really? Do you think they'll go bad? Oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry, I thought you would come home soon. I guessed they wouldn't go bad if they were kept there for just a small amount of time. Who knew that you were visiting a theme park? You're the one who should have told me beforehand about your schedule.
And you said earlier that they're packed in a bag. May I ask what kind of bag? They might survive the heat if it's cooled inside the bag.
Oh, I put them in a plastic bag. I closed the lid so that it won't get dirty.
A plastic bag? Okay. Are they just in a single bag, or did you use several bags, to prevent leaking and everything?
I just put them directly into a single bag. One bag is enough, isn't it? I hung the bag on the bike that was parked in front of the porch. It's hung vertically, so nothing should drop out.
Just a simple plastic bag. Got it. I would have preferred it if you'd used multiple bags.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you angry, and it's also good for the environment to use less bags, no? I just wanted you and your family to enjoy some nice fish. It was all out of kindness. Please do understand that.
Yes, I'm very thankful for that. You're very kind, but we won't be home by noon. We can't just head home now. Today's a very hot day, so I think it'll go bad by the time we get home. I really appreciate that you got them for us, but I think I'll have to dispose of them when we get home. I hope you understand.
Oh, I understand. We have no other choice. Although I can't deny that I'm a bit disappointed. Go on, don't worry about me, and just get rid of them.
Okay.
The smell must be overwhelming when you get home. Fish goes bad quickly. It must stink a lot. Maybe you'll find a group of flies flying around your door, or even worse. Uh-oh. Oh no, it gives me shivers just by thinking about it. Good luck on cleaning up the mess.
Yes. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully I'll try to get your gifts next time.
Hey, excuse me. How are you going to explain about your son's bad behaviors? Are you educating him properly?
What's wrong? Did he do anything to you?
He pushed me so hard I fell down. Now I'm injured. How are you going to take responsibility? How dare he hurt his own grandmother, that wicked boy!
Huh? Did Hector really do that? Can you tell me what happened in detail?
I just visited your house to share with you some of my cooking. I cooked more than I can finish, so I thought I might share them with you. Then it turns out that you're out shopping for groceries, so I asked Hector to let me in.
Okay, and what made Hector push you and get you injured?
It was so sudden, I have no idea why.
He pushed you suddenly?
I was just putting the meals in the fridge so it wouldn't go bad. Once Hector saw me doing that, he suddenly started making a tantrum and shouted at me to leave. He told me to bring home my cooking as well. Then he dragged me to the door and kicked me out. I can't believe what just happened. Such a mean child. I am very sorry about that. Now I'm hurting all over. I'm scraped all over the place. I cannot believe how mean my grandson grew up to be. Are you sure you're teaching him manners? He has absolutely no manners.
I'll make sure to talk to him about this. I think he has his own reasons. Let me discuss it with him. As his mother, I am confident that he is a very kind boy.
But he hurt me, and that's an undeniable fact. It's all because you're not educating him properly. Make sure to teach him some lessons, reprimand him when you get home. And make sure to bring him to me. He must apologize for what he's done to me.
Yes, I'll talk to him when I get home. I'm very sorry about your injury. About the apology, could you please wait a moment?
Oh, you're spoiling your child too much. I am very worried about his future. I bet he's going to be a very rude and mean adult. Look at his mother. It's no wonder he's like this. You're the reason why he grew up to be a wicked child.
I'm really sorry. I'll talk to him about it. I'll be home right away to have a chat with Hector.
Yes, you should. Tell him his grandmother is very hurt. Tell him until he understands his mistakes. Eve, can I talk to you for a moment?
I'm sorry, I'm a bit busy right now. Can we talk again later?
Busy? Why? What's going on?
We can't find Hector anywhere. He hasn't replied to our messages for hours now, and he's not coming home at all.
Oh, your son? I'm teaching him a lesson right now.
He's with you?
Yes, he's at my house right now.
Good to hear that, but what do you mean by teaching him a lesson?
You know what happened yesterday. So, I thought I might teach him a lesson directly. I didn't want him to be a criminal in the future. We can't just let him be rude like that.
What? What are you doing to him?
Oh, nothing much. Just made him stand for a few hours. And gave him some whips when he complained or tried to escape.
Excuse me? Wait a minute. Are you punishing him? Please stop. He's still 7. How can you be so harsh on him?
Life is not easy. He has to learn his lesson. Until he admits that he made a mistake. After making him stand, I locked him in a dark room to reflect on himself. But he kept on crying like a baby in there. Now he's quiet, so I guess he finally realized his mistakes.
How can you be so mean to him? Say your prayers now, you wicked mother-in-law. You can't just punish him like this just because you hate me and my son.
What did you just say? Did you call me wicked? Answer me, did you just call me wicked?
Yes, so what?
I can't believe it. You just called your mother-in-law wicked. Now it's clear that Hector took after your evil traits.
About yesterday, my son was not just being mean to you when he kicked you out of the house. I talked to him, and I now know that it was all your fault.
What? Are you blaming me?
Yes.
What did I do? I just visited your house to share with you some of my cooking.
The meals you brought yesterday? I heard that they all included what I'm allergic to. Salads with nuts, cakes with nuts. My son told me that they all had nuts in them, but is it true?
Well, yes, but I didn't know you were allergic to nuts.
You know I'm allergic to nuts. I've told you so many times. My husband has also been telling you that. There is no way you didn't know. You brought them on purpose, am I right?
I don't know. I don't remember. I must have forgotten. I'm getting old.
There was a time I fainted in front of Hector when I accidentally ate something with nuts inside. My allergy is deadly. I could die if I consumed them. That's why Hector got angry yesterday and forced you to leave.
Are you trying to justify violence? He could have just told me kindly about your allergy.
I'm sorry he got a bit violent with you, but I bet he felt like you had evil purposes.
Evil? What, are you trying to say I'm doing these things on purpose?
Let me ask you a question. If you're not trying to be mean on purpose, what are your intentions? I know you're being mean because you hate me.
When was I ever mean to you? I did everything out of good intentions. Why do both you and your son have twisted personalities? Ugh! You always pretend like you have good intentions.
How are you going to explain about the fish you brought the other day?
What about the fish? I brought them to you out of kindness. I wanted you both to eat good food.
I don't understand how someone can just leave some fish in a plastic bag outside on a steaming hot day.
Everyone knows they're going to go bad in a few minutes. It's nothing surprising.
Can you imagine how hard it was to clean up the mess?
The smell was so awful, bugs crawled all over, and I was crying while I cleaned the mess.
My son couldn't believe what he was seeing.
It's your fault for not coming home early. I didn't do anything wrong.
If no one was at home, people usually bring it home. It's common sense.
No one would just leave them to rot in the sun. It was blazing hot. Then I must be abnormal. Okay, you want me to apologize? Sure, I'm sorry.
No, that's not the point.
I know you're abnormal, that's pretty clear. You were just being evil when you brought the fish and left them in front of the door.
You've been mean to me countless times in the past, sometimes even worse than this. My son knows that too, and that's why he kicked you out of the house. He thought I might get in danger if you stayed there longer. He was trying to protect me.
You're trying to make me the villain here. I shouldn't have agreed to letting you marry my precious son. I don't like you. I don't like your son. I hate you both.
I don't care if you hate me. I don't care if you're mean to me.
But I don't want someone like you who enjoys being mean to others to badmouth my son. I am proud of my son, and I love him. You enjoy being mean to others and seeing people in agony. You're evil. That's why I called you a wicked mother-in-law. How dare you? How can you look down on your mother-in-law like that? That's why I think you're not suitable for my precious son. Look at your son, too. Both you and your son are wicked, in my opinion. Reflect on your own actions before you call us wicked. You kidnapped my son and hurt him. I bet you had so much fun seeing my son in pain. Do you realize what you did is a crime? You're a criminal. Why do you think I had fun punishing your son? I did it for his own good. He has to learn some manners. And I'm his relative. Taking him to my house shouldn't be such a big problem. No, it's a big problem. You took him without my permission. I will never forgive you for what you did to him. You'll be begging for mercy soon enough. What? What are you going to do?
I'll leave it to the experts to deal with criminals, so you better get yourself ready. I can't deal with people like you. It's too much.
What expert? I'm not a criminal, okay? Hey, how dare you call the police on me? What do you think you're doing?
I did what I had to do after my son got kidnapped and was hurt. I have to report to the police.
Don't make me a criminal. I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know what the police thought after you called them. My house was suddenly surrounded by 3 police cars.
3? Wow, that must have been a shocking view. Sounds like a suspense movie. I bet your neighbors were very surprised to see that many police cars in front of your house. It's about time for supper. They must have been at home getting ready, so I bet they saw everything. I bet you're famous in the neighborhood now.
You wicked daughter-in-law. Now all my neighbors think I'm a criminal. They're misunderstanding everything because of you.
Misunderstanding? It's true that you were abusing my son, isn't it?
It all worsened when your son started making stuff up. He said I wasn't his grandma in front of everyone. Can you imagine the cold stares I got from the police? It took me so long until everyone finally believed me.
No wonder my son didn't want to call you his grandma.
No one would want an old hag like you to be their grandma. Did you just call me a hag? I heard you also came around my neighbors just to spread false rumors about me. I'm the mother of the victim. I have to go there to pick my son up.
Plus, I didn't spread any rumors.
Your neighbors just overheard that I was telling the police. You spoke in a loud voice on purpose, and you told lies to the police as well. You told them I abused him. When did I ever do that? Of course my neighbors would misunderstand me if you say it like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was panicking back then. My son was just kidnapped. I don't remember what I said. I was about to lose my mind out of worry.
Liar, you remember everything you said.
I bet your neighbors are very worried. Turns out a kidnapper lives near the local elementary school. If I lived in your neighborhood, I would leave as soon as possible for the safety of my child.
You called the police and caused a scene just to spread bad rumors about me?
I didn't lie. I was just being honest. But reflecting back, I should have explained in more detail so I wouldn't cause any misunderstandings. The police brought me in for questioning.
Good thing I wasn't arrested. After what you've told them, I could have been sent to jail. But my neighbors still think I'm a criminal. How am I supposed to live here from now on?
Just look apologetic, I guess. If you're too scared of being judged by your neighbors, how about you just stay at home?
Stop playing around. You think you can run away from what you did?
What? I didn't do anything wrong, unlike you. It's you who did bad things and were called the police on. I just did what I had to do in response to what you did.
I did not do anything wrong. In the past, in the present, I never did anything wrong. I never had bad intentions. I always did what I thought would be good for you and your son.
How about when you tried to make me eat nuts?
I completely forgot that you were allergic to nuts, okay? And about the fish, it was all out of good intentions.
From my perspective, you looked like you were having the time of your life seeing me suffer. Everyone would agree you clearly looked like you were having fun.
You're making things up. You believe you're the victim while you're not. I told you so many times about my allergy. How can you forget about something so important? I'm getting old. I tend to forget things.
Okay, let's say that you actually forgot because of old age, but you can't justify what you did to my son.
Never, ever come near my son again.
You don't seem to realize your mistakes. How about I spread more rumors about you?
What rumor? What else are you planning to do? You're ruining my reputation.
How about I reveal about how you enjoy hurting people? I'll tell your neighbors about how ecstatic you feel when you see people in pain. You seem to enjoy seeing me in pain for the past few years. I'm telling the truth, am I not? And I can also tell everyone about what you've been doing to me.
All the awful things you've done to me. Your neighbors would definitely want to avoid you. Please, no, don't ever say that to the neighbors. I would no longer be able to live in this neighborhood. I'll have no other choice but to leave.
Yes, I bet. It's going to be so hard for an old person like you to lose their house at this age. Oh, I wonder what you would do if you no longer have a place to live in.
Hard? I can't survive if I leave this house. I'll have to live on the streets. I'll be homeless and have no other choice but to roam the streets. I don't have enough money to buy a new house now. I don't have a job. You know how hard it is to rent a place at my age? No one would accept me.
But if I decide to spread more rumors and your reputation is ruined even more, you'll have no other choice but to find somewhere else to live. That'll be the end for you, don't you agree? You'll have to depend on someone, but would there be anyone to help you? Oh, are you thinking about your son? Do you still think he'll help you out after what you did to his son?
What do you mean?
I've told everything to my husband. He knows what you did to my son. When I first told him that Hector was missing, he was very, very worried. He was panicking just like how a father would react. When he found out you were the culprit, he was furious. I've never seen him so angry. My husband is on his way to your house. He said he wants to talk to you.
Okay, I'll apologize. I admit that I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'll apologize to my son, you, and your son as well. I'll apologize to my son in person when he visits me later today. How's that? Can you forgive me now?
It's up to you if you want to apologize to my husband. It's your choice. But let me make this clear. My husband isn't visiting you to make you apologize. He's visiting you to break relations with you. He no longer wants to be your son, I assume.
Break relations with me?
Yes. So I guess you'll have to go on with your life on your own from now on. We won't be looking after you when you get older and require aid or care. We're not related anymore. We don't want to inherit anything from you as well, so please don't worry. Spend all your money as you want for the rest of your life.
Please, listen to me. Eve, let me apologize for everything I did. Please don't break relations with me. Please tell my son not to do so. It's so hard to survive the cold stares from my neighbors. I can't get through this alone. It's too hard for me.
I see. Then how about you move? You can leave the past and start anew at a place where no one knows you. You won't know the people there, and they won't know you as well.
No, don't leave me alone.
You think you can do anything and be mean as much as you want to people you don't like. I think you're the type of person who gives the worst effects on young children like my son. You're old, it's too late to change who you are. So, I think it's best to separate my son from you. I want to make the best decisions for my son. It's part of my educational plan. You're the one who told me to take good care of my son so that he would grow up to be a decent adult, remember? After the incident, the neighbors got scared of her, and several of them stood up to kick her out of town for the safety of the children. When she was told to leave town by the leader of the city council, she was very shocked. She tried to convince the neighbors that it was all a misunderstanding, but it's an undeniable fact that she abused my son. The neighbors had caught her dragging my worn-out son out of the storage room the other day. I doubt they'll ever believe her again. To no surprise, she faced a lot of criticism from her neighbors. She got scared of the cold stares by her neighbors and barely leaves the house nowadays. A lot of her hair fell out and dark circles were under her eyes because of stress and lack of sleep. Her neighbors now describe her as a witch or ghost from her appearance. Little kids in the neighborhood think she lives in a haunted house and rarely go near it. But no matter how much criticism she receives, she continues to live there as if she's clinging to it for dear life. We've been told about the huge amount of criticism she's been receiving by her neighbors, but it's not our problem. We're no longer related to her. On the other hand, we're finally living in peace. Now that we've broken relations with her, it took some time for my son to heal from what he experienced at his grandmother's house, and we did everything we could to help him recover from the trauma. Now he's recovered and is back to his energetic self, but I know he now has a wound in his heart that would never heal. After we broke relations with her, my son told me that I also look happier and more energetic. I was trying my best to not take things too seriously, but I guess I was mentally hurt from what she's been doing to me. It is our motto to value our son's opinions at all times, and we will continue to do so in the future. We sincerely hope that he grows up to be an honest and kind adult.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
You are coming home soon, right? Surely you don't plan on staying out all day. I've only gone and made you the mother of all feasts. Chop chop, Benny, it's getting cold. There's no time to waste, sweetie. Take a shortcut, why don't you?
Huh? Why would you cook me a feast? Now, the thought's nice, but it ain't my birthday for months yet, sweet cheeks.
Your birthday? Oh, dear. Sweetie, it's our wedding anniversary today, you dolt.
Huh? It is? Yeah, it is. And now that you mention it, it is, ain't it?
Jeez, you forgot, didn't you? I knew it. I must have a sixth sense, because I just knew it.
Oh, come on, you can't seriously expect me to remember things like that.
Things like that? Wow, Benny. At least tell me you're coming home today. Let's enjoy some delicious food together. We've worked ourselves to the breaking point this year.
Yeah, I'll be coming home, but I'm stopping off at my parents' place to grab my mom first. She'll be joining us.
Huh? Your mother? Why?
That's the reaction. Anyone would think you'd be pleased. Don't you like the idea of my mom joining us at dinner or something?
It's not that I don't like it, but where did this come from all of a sudden? She hardly ever comes over. Why would she join us for dinner today of all days, on our anniversary?
You can drop the act, Jill. I know you two have never seen eye to eye. Go on, admit it. You hate her, don't you? You hate my mom. I can tell from the atmosphere whenever you're together. I sweat so thick that I could cut it with a knife.
Oh, no, you didn't. You can't actually be serious now. Me hate her? You've got to be kidding me. You don't have to be a genius to be able to see it's the other way around. No matter which way you look at it, she's had this inexplicable burning hatred for me ever since we met. She doesn't like me one bit, and I have absolutely no idea why.
No idea why. It's 'cause you don't have your shit together, obviously. My mom wanted me to have the perfect wife. It's her mother's instinct. She can't help it.
Oh, really? I don't have my shit together? Well, I'm so sorry I couldn't meet your oh-so-high expectations. I have no idea what your mom could possibly mean by the perfect wife. But you're the one who chose me. Don't forget that, Benny.
My mom said it herself. You're not a suitable pick for me.
She did she? So what? Is there some law that says you have to blindly accept every piece of bile that comes out of her mouth? You're the one who invited me out on our first date. You're the one who asked me to be your girlfriend, and you're the one who asked me to marry you. You, Benny. Or did you forget all of that? If your mom told you the sky was green, would you believe her?
It's only natural I'd respect my mom's judgment. She did give birth to me after all. Besides, she has tons of life experience, which means she's pretty much right about everything all the time. I didn't realize it when I asked you to marry me, but I know now. I should have listened to her from the get-go. She was right. She was right all along. But I let my own dumb feelings get in the way of her good judgment.
You regret marrying me?
I didn't say that.
But that's what you mean, isn't it? Don't you think you might be a little too easily influenced by what your mother tells you? Jeez, Benny, I thought you were a grown man. Are you capable of thinking for yourself?
I got no intention of getting into a shit-flinging match with you, Jill. I'm above that kind of immaturity. I want us all to talk about this seriously later on, in person.
Talk about what? Do the two of you want to gang up on me? Lord knows she's been waiting years for the opportunity to insult me directly to my face.
Me, you, and my mom, we're all gonna sit down, have a little chat together.
To think, today was supposed to be our wedding anniversary. I can't think of a more unpleasant way to spend it. What a shame this is. Anyway, is it really so urgent that we have to discuss it today? There is still an entire feast waiting to be eaten here, you know. Just because our marriage is falling apart doesn't mean we have any right to waste good food. What say you we save this discussion of yours for another day and eat with your mom today instead?
I'll be eating at my folks' place before we come, so you can have the feast to yourself. This isn't the time to be celebrating the likes of anniversaries. That's how important this is. We need to talk ASAP.
The likes of anniversaries? Wow. So not only did you forget about what should have been a special occasion for us, now you outright insult it. You know what, Benny? I was trying to extend an olive branch with this feast. We've been fighting a lot lately, and I thought that with some good food and a nice relaxing atmosphere, we might actually be able to get along for a change. I couldn't have been more wrong. Jill, I'll be taking my Benny back home with me where he belongs. We're going to let you be on your own now, so I suggest you use this time wisely and think very carefully about everything we just discussed. Think? I take it you mean about the divorce papers you guys pretty much just threw in my face? You should just be grateful I didn't force you to sign them right then and there, you cheeky little witch. The honest truth is that me and my Benny would hand them in today and never see you again if we could. But, regrettably, if you're not the one who ultimately makes the decision, it could cause us all sorts of legal problems down the line. I would never have guessed in a million years that I'd get a set of divorce papers thrown in my face on our wedding anniversary. You really did take the biscuit with this one, Bessie. This was your idea, wasn't it? Go on, admit it. There's no point in hiding anything now. And why would I? I have nothing to hide. Yes, it's as you say, it was my idea. However, it takes two to tango, dearie. My Benny agreed to it faster than you can say moldy cucumbers. Turns out my instincts hit the bullseye, because my boy got sick of you a long, long time ago. You should have seen the sigh of relief he made when I suggested you and him finally call it a day. You must have known, right? I find it hard to believe the two of you could have lived in the same house for so long, and you be totally clueless to the fact that he doesn't love you anymore. Yeah, I knew. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. I guess I just wanted to believe the Benny I fell in love with was still there somewhere. This is all a bit sudden, so I'm gonna need some time to think about the divorce. You've already had time, Jill. I shouldn't need to say this, but let me remind you, you have no choice in this matter. Don't forget that we could have you forcibly removed from that apartment if we so chose to. The only thing keeping you there is our sympathy and kindness.
Hurry up and sign the papers.
What's the rush?
I'm rushing for the same reason you rip a Band-Aid off quickly instead of dawdling and prolonging the pain. The sooner this is over and done with, the better for all of us. You should be just as eager to get out of this loveless marriage as my son is. Think about it. The sooner you move on, the sooner you can find someone else and start a new life. It's what's best for the both of you.
Is that really the only reason?
There wouldn't happen to be some other pressing circumstance on your end that demands me and Benny divorce as soon as possible, would there? Quit your baseless speculation, you insolent little wannabe super sleuth. You know nothing. All I want is for my son to be happy and free as soon as possible. Stop clinging on and give up already. It's pathetic. Jill, where are those darn heckin' divorce papers? It's already been 3 days.
Already? I think you mean it's still only been 3 days.
3 days should have been more than enough time for you to sign on the dotted line. There's only one way this ends, damn it. Stop living in denial. It's tragic. Why haven't you signed the papers yet? Hurry up and sign. Sign them now. Have you still not let go of my son? It's time to wake up and smell the coffee, because he is so done with you. Nothing you could possibly do will change how my son feels.
I haven't let go of Benny? I'm sorry, I don't follow. We're already divorced. What are you talking about?
What? Really?
Yep, I signed and handed in the divorce papers just like you wanted.
Oh, you did? Well, that's fantastic. I'm pleased you finally mustered up the courage to face reality and do the right thing. This means my son is finally free. But if you'd already handed them in, you could have at least told me.
Are you with Benny now? Has he been with you at your place these whole 3 days?
Yes, it just so happens that he's sat right next to me as we speak. He said he has breathing difficulties when he's with you because you're so suffocating.
I see. Would you mind passing him your phone? We need to discuss where we go from here.
Ah, that's right, of course. There's still the house and the move to take care of. You do have some loose ends to tie up. Give me a moment, dearie.
It's me. Mom told me you handed in the papers. You took your sweet time letting go of me, didn't you, sweet cheeks?
When will you be coming to collect your things? I want to hurry up and get this apartment sold as soon as possible.
I'll stop by and grab my stuff when you're at work. I think it's for the best that we don't see each other.
Sure thing. So, this really is the end for us. Still, you really were in a rush to get this over and done with, huh? To tell you the truth, it was kinda hard for me to process everything with how quickly you guys sprung it on me out of the blue like that.
I wanted to be free as soon as possible. Life is short and there ain't no time to waste.
Is that so? That's funny. You see, there was me thinking it was because you wanted to remarry as soon as possible.
What are you talking about? That's crazy talk. Like I'd be in a rush to remarry after everything we just went through.
You wanted to get married before she gave birth to the baby, right? I'm sure it would have been worlds of trouble for you to go through a divorce when you had a newborn to think about. Anyway, Benny, enough beating around the bush. Let's hear it. How many months pregnant is your new fiancé exactly?
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
It's fine. You don't have to play dumb with me. I know everything. Your lovely mother found you another candidate for a bride to replace me with, didn't she? I can hardly say I was surprised to find out. That's exactly the kind of thing she'd do.
Wait. How do you... What?
A little birdie told me that she was out on the hunt for a new would-be wife to replace me with. She was asking all of her friends and neighbors if they knew of any young, single, fertile women for a blind date with her hunky stallion of a son. I won't tell you who, but one of your relatives was kind enough to tell me all about her little recruitment drive.
Seriously? Well, this is a new low, even for you. You couldn't handle the fact that I'd had enough of you, so you went sniffing around mine and my mom's private affairs. You're a disgrace.
Hardly. All I did was say my goodbyes to everyone after you threw the divorce papers in my face. I was just being courteous. It was when I did that, one of your relatives told me about what was really going on behind the scenes. Totally without any solicitation from me, by the way. It turns out there are some kind people in your family after all. In their words, Bessie's been trying to find Benny a new wife so she can get rid of you.
Oh my god. I can't believe this.
I guess they must have felt sorry for me. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't shocked when I found out, but it did make a hell of a lot of sense. Let's face it, it was pretty weird how desperate you were to get the divorce over with before I even had time to process what was going on. I had a hunch you were up to something fishy, and it turns out I was right.
My mom chose my new fiancé for me. She said me and her are a perfect match, and she's gonna make me happy forever by being the best wife there ever was. You know what? She really is an amazing woman, just like my mom said.
That's great, Benny. I am pleased for you. But you should know this counts as having an affair. Did you actually think you were going to get out of this without paying compensation? Do you think someone as greedy and tight-fisted as you can actually bear to see your wallet take such a massive hit?
You're not as clever as you think, Jill. We were prepared for the possibility of you finding out about my mom's bride hunt. She promised that in the event that you did find out, she'd bear the financial burden. My mom would do anything for me. She's the best.
Really? What a wonderful pair of human beings you are. You're lucky to have each other. Well then, in that case, I won't hold back in demanding as much compensation as humanly possible. Still, though, I gotta say, I'm impressed at how quickly you got this new girl pregnant. You move fast.
She's my type in every single way. My mom really does know me better than anyone. I know it sucks to be you, babe, but me and my new girl are gonna live happily ever after.
That's a shame. There was me thinking it was gonna be me and you sharing the rest of our lives together in happiness. I had no idea we'd end up parting ways like this.
You kidding? There's nothing we could possibly share together. Not a thing.
Wow, really? Not a thing, huh? What about my inheritance?
Huh? Inheritance?
Listen, sweetie, I didn't tell you this, but the thing is, a major company bought up most of the land my parents have had on the market for the last few years in one fell swoop, which means that ungodly amounts of money just made their way into their bank account.
Wait, what? Ungodly amounts of money? How much? Just how much money are we talking here, Jill?
According to my mom and dad, more than enough to put them into a top-of-the-range care facility when they get too old to look after themselves. Plus enough to keep a roof over my head for the rest of my life on top of it. Not only that, but apparently they still have some land left. Word is that the price is currently skyrocketing due to a major development project by the local state government. You could say that they hit the jackpot. Needless to say, there'll come a day when I inherit more money than I'd ever know what to do with. Not that that has anything to do with you anymore, of course.
Why didn't you tell me about any of this? This is important, damn it.
How could I? I only found out recently myself.
Recently? So you could have still told me before today then?
To tell you the truth, the plan was to tell you on the night of our wedding anniversary. I thought we could celebrate the good news with some good food and a few drinks, but, well, yeah. I can't say I was much in the mood to discuss any of this after having a set of divorce papers slammed down on the table in front of me and being relentlessly berated by your charming mother.
You should have still told me. Ugh.
And what would you have done if I did? What difference would it have made? Would you have changed your mind about the divorce?
Is what you just said about money true? Is it really? This ain't just some sick joke to mess with me, is it?
Nothing but God's honest truth. You're welcome to ask my mom and dad.
God frickin' damn it. What the hell kind of timing is this?
Right? I was pretty disappointed myself, you know. I was daydreaming about the two of us spending our retirement in comfort and luxury on some remote tropical island, when the reality of you and your mom's insane shenanigans came crashing down and snapped me out of it. I thought we could live out our days in peace, tranquility, and happiness on my inheritance. I had so many ideas, but I know now I was deluding myself. Your mom would never have allowed you to carry on living with me.
My mom?
Yes, your mom. She was hell-bent on having you get rid of me and marry your current fiancé, right? She's wanted nothing more than to see the back of me ever since we first met. I guess it can't be helped.
No, wait, please. Let me speak to my mom. We can solve this. I'll tell her I want to hold off on the wedding.
Are you going to remarry me? But won't your new fiancé be disappointed? I thought you guys were raring to get hitched. How can you nullify the wedding when you've already got her pregnant? She'll be devastated, Benny.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I have a feeling that kid ain't mine.
What do you mean?
Well, let me see. We only did it once. How can she be pregnant from that? Just doesn't happen. Yeah, that's right. It can't be mine. Time to call off the wedding.
Wow.
Don't be coy, Jill. I know you still have the hots for me. If you promise to be a good, loyal wife, play your cards right, you might be in with a shot of resurrecting the flame of our romance from the ashes.
Even if you were down for that, your mom wouldn't be, would she? You'd have to be relentless and stubborn in persuading her. Our happiness would all depend on whether you could persuade your mother to allow it, right?
Hey, sorry I kept you waiting, sweet cheeks. There was a little trouble, but it's official. Me and you are getting married again.
Did your mom finally give us the go-ahead?
No, just forget my mom. What she thinks is irrelevant. Who gives a heck about her meddling?
I somehow doubt it's that simple. She was the ultimate ruling authority in your life until yesterday. You never made a decision without her say-so. What happened?
She was opposed to me and you getting hitched for a second time. She wouldn't understand, so I had no choice but to cut all ties with her once and for all.
You cut ties with your mom?
What choice did I have? She wouldn't listen, and there was no persuading her. You know how stubborn she is.
Are you really that desperate for us to get married again? What about your new fiancé? What does she think about all this?
I broke up with her.
And what did she say to that?
Who cares? Whether she agrees to it or not don't matter. Me and her are done. God, you should have heard her incessant whining when I told her. I got sick of hearing her petty crap, so I slammed the door in her face and left.
Is it any wonder she's upset after you got her pregnant and dumped her?
Who cares? None of that matters, as long as I get my inheritance. All I want is for me and you to live that life of carefree ease, comfort, and luxury you mentioned before, sweet cheeks. Tell you what, I'm heading over to the burger joint right now, but I'll pick up the marriage registration papers on the way back, okay? Get your pen ready, missy, because me and you are going to the Bahamas.
Excuse me? Wait, is my phone bugging out or are you actually this delusional? I won't be signing anything.
What?
Why on God's green earth would I patch things up with you? Have you lost your mind? I only just got my freedom.
What the hell? What are you talking about? This ain't what we discussed, Jill.
What we discussed? And what exactly did we discuss? I never said me and you were getting remarried, Benny. It's not my problem if you took it upon yourself to misunderstand me and throw away your entire life. I can't say I feel sorry for you, but maybe you'll think a little more carefully before making major life decisions in the future. Your judgment was so clouded by the prospect of getting your grubby little mitts on my money that any sense you might have had before completely vanished.
Do you have any idea what I sacrificed for you, you bitch? My mom fainted with shock when I told her I never wanted to see her again.
Wow, did she really? Oh, that must have been quite the sight.
I abandoned my own mother for you, you invictive evil woman. How can you tell me now that you don't want us to get married again? You ruined my life. Ugh.
Whoa. How about you slow down, bonehead? Bonehead Benny, I like that. Tell me, genius, when exactly did I ask you to cut all ties with your mom for me? Go on, I'm waiting.
Okay, sure, maybe you didn't, but still.
I wonder if the ex-fiancé you tossed by the wayside like a piece of garbage will be filing for child support. You might be the world's biggest scumbag, but that doesn't mean you get to escape from your responsibilities as a dad.
My mom might be willing to pay the compensation, but child support too? I can't do this, no. God damn it, I thought everything would be fine if I could just get my hands on that inheritance. God frickin' darn and blast it.
You really are petty and small-minded. I only told you about the inheritance so you'd regret being such a selfish, spineless moron. I had no idea you'd misunderstand me and dump your new fiancé based on a delusion.
You had better do something about this. You deceived my mom and made her cry, you sicko.
I'm the sicko? There is one of us who needs professional help here, but it isn't me. You're the one who did this by being so irresponsible, Benny. You made your bed, now lie in it. I gotta say, though, I can't actually believe your mom cried. Is it bad that that makes me happy?
She didn't just cry, she got admitted to hospital. She said her chest started to hurt while we were arguing. She suffers with chronic heart disease, and the stress of what you did to her must have sent her over the edge, because she collapsed right then and there and had to be carted off in an ambulance.
That sounds awful. But the only one who got your mom carted off to a hospital is you. You went off and did all that crap entirely on your own. It has nothing to do with me, and I accept zero responsibility.
What's your end game, woman? You plan on hogging the inheritance all to yourself?
How can I hog my own inheritance to myself? If I'm the sole legal beneficiary, it literally belongs to me, or at least it will. The future that involved me splitting the money with you disappeared the moment you and your deranged mother slammed those divorce papers in my face.
God damn it. You snake! You bitch! How dare you trick me!
I get you're probably going to struggle with the child support payments to your baby mama, but make sure you don't forget my compensation, okay? If your mom can't help you pay it, then pay it yourself. You can't keep relying on your mommy to wipe your backside for the rest of your life. It's time to grow up.
How am I supposed to get my mom to pay for anything when I cut off ties with her? How am I supposed to mend the relationship after what you did? I never answered back to my mom, even once, until you started sticking your nose into our business. I was the model son. I've never seen her so angry in my life.
You know, I think this could turn out to be the perfect chance for you to fly the nest and finally start acting like a grown man. I'm pleased for you. It's about time you gained some independence.
I don't need to fly no goddamn nest.
Geez, Benny, aren't you being a little dramatic? She's your mom. Surely you can make it up to her if you really try. But for me and you, this really is the end. I hope you're happy without me. Within a few weeks, my ex-husband came to owe his jilted ex-fiancée monthly child support payments. Coupled with the compensation he owed me for the affair, the burden was heavy, to say the least. The chances of his mom being capable of keeping up with monthly child support payments until her grandson reaches adulthood are slim. To add insult to injury, last I heard, old Bessie is constantly in and out of hospital with heart problems, exacerbated by the skyrocketing stress levels caused by her son's stupefying irresponsibility. Her health was never great to begin with, but something tells me the emotional shock of her beloved son flipping out at her and kicking her out of his life might have been the final push that sent her over the edge. Last I heard, they did tentatively patch things up, but my sources tell me there's still a hefty amount of discontent bubbling away under the surface. It just goes to show it's easier to destroy a relationship than it is to rebuild. Who knew? Ever since the heart attack, her body's ability to circulate oxygen is weak, and now she's attached to an oxygen tank 24/7. Apparently, it's practically impossible for her to live without the assistance of a carer. Without that, Benny moved in with his aged folks and now works as his frail mother's full-time live-in carer. Something tells me she won't be going on any more bride hunts anytime soon. As for Benny, he's broke and penniless, and short of finding a girl with a heart bigger than a saint's, I doubt he'll be getting married again. Me? I'm thinking about building myself a nice big brand new house, getting myself a poodle, and living in peace and tranquility.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey Ken, are you going to be getting home soon? Or are you working late again tonight?
I don't know.
What should I do about dinner?
I'm good.
Oh, okay. Well, I would really appreciate it if you could tell me a bit sooner. I already made enough for both of us.
What's your problem? You know I've been working late recently. I shouldn't have to tell you at this point.
If you're gonna say that, then stop getting mad at me when you come home late and there isn't any left for you.
Fine, whatever. From now on, just don't make me anything by default. I'll let you know if I want you to make me dinner. We both work, so that would make it a lot easier on you, right?
I mean, I have to make some for myself either way. It doesn't really change that much if I'm making it for 2 people instead of 1. And by the way, aren't you going out to eat a bit too much lately? And it's not just that. You've been spending a lot of money on all sorts of things.
So what if I have? Our daughter's in college, so we don't have to pay for her living expenses anymore. We've been spending time and money on her for 18 years. Don't you think it's time we had some fun for ourselves?
We? Who is this we you're talking about? You barely ever spent any time with May. I don't ever remember you watching her for me when she was little.
I was home a lot more before, right? Isn't just me being there enough for you? Consider yourself lucky I was around more than most dads.
Do you really think just being in the building is enough? You never even talked to May.
Yeah, well, May wasn't exactly an easy child, was she? Smart girls like her can be difficult to get along with, but not all bad, right? She was so smart that she got enough scholarships to pay for just about everything, so we don't have to pay a cent for tuition. I had no idea she was a regular Einstein. I guess it's all thanks to my superior genetics.
No, May got those scholarships because she worked incredibly hard to earn them.
Maybe, but my genes helped, didn't they? Besides, my parenting resulted in her getting those massive scholarships, right? I call that a massive success. It does suck that I have to fork out money for her rent, though.
Oh, come on, that's the least we can do to help her out. You know how expensive rent is these days. This way, she'll be able to focus on her studies without worrying about finances. Not to mention, you've never forked out a single cent for her rent, so I'm not sure what you're grumbling about.
Now, what difference does it make which one of us pays for it? You make more than enough to cover it with your paycheck.
Tell me, Ken, since you're not helping May out, what are you doing with your paycheck?
I'm putting it to good use for my future.
Your future? You mean like investing or something?
Yeah, something like that. I got something planned that's going to really give you a surprise. It's coming real soon.
Don't tell me you invested in some get-rich-quick scheme. Hey, so since May's out of the house now and it's just the two of us, I'd like to sit down together and have a talk about our future.
What do you mean?
I mean our relationship. It's completely falling apart, Ken.
What? What are you talking about? Are you really that upset that I'm out of the house so much of the time?
That's not it. Our problems go way back, way further than that.
Ugh, I've had enough of your nagging for one night. You never used to be this much of a brat. Whoever said women age like a fine wine, full of crap. You lot age like bananas.
Excuse me? I can't believe you're talking to me that way. Anyway, we obviously need to have a talk about a lot of things, so make some time for that, okay?
Yeah, whatever. Fine, I'll try and fit you into my schedule for some time in the near future.
Thank you. You know, I'm always home in the evening, so any day of the week is fine with me.
Seriously, what happened to you, Sarah? Maybe you wouldn't be aging so badly if you got out the house every once in a while.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I work every day.
Yeah, that's all you do. Work, shopping, chores, repeat. You aren't having any fun with your life at all. Seriously, it's getting harder to be around you by the day.
Ken, you've got some explaining to do.
What? What did I do?
I just got our credit card bill for last month, and the bill is for over $5,000. What on earth have you been spending so much money on?
Yeah, I guess I did spend a little more than usual last month, but I don't see what you're getting so upset about, though. Between both of our salaries, you can afford to pay that much.
You have got to be kidding me. There is no way we can afford to pay this much. All of my paycheck is going to our living expenses and May's rent.
What? Weren't you saving a bunch of money?
I was saving money, but not anymore thanks to your spending habits. You've been spending so much money on God knows what lately that we are practically broke.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about May's account. You're putting money away for her, right?
What?
There's money in that account, right? Use that money.
But that money is May's. That account was where I put all the money she'd been receiving from her grandparents and other gifts over the years. And I already handed that account over to her when she turned 18.
Okay, well, then tell her she has to give it back.
You know there's no way I could possibly do that.
We need money, don't we? Got any other plans?
I'm all out of plans, Ken. You're gonna have to take care of this one on your own.
Okay, fine. I can pay it, no problem.
Yeah, right. I've heard that story before. You never follow through.
I'll get the next bill, okay? I promise. Now, come on, Sarah. Give me a break just this once. You can take care of this for me, right?
Ken, 5,000 is way out of line. You need to explain yourself here. What did you spend it all on?
I'll explain everything, but can it wait for another day?
What?
I'm kinda in the middle of something right now. Sorry, I don't have any more time to talk. But don't worry, I'll make time to talk with you one day next week.
Oh, here you go, running away from me again. You never change. You told me you'd make some time a whole month ago, and we still haven't had our conversation.
Don't worry. For real this time, we'll have that conversation next week. I promise. Okay?
And what if you break your promise again?
If that happens, then I'll take responsibility somehow.
Responsibility, eh? Okay, fine. I mean it, Ken. You are going to make time, and you are going to explain yourself. And I have a few things that I need to tell you about myself. Hello there, Ken. Time is almost up on your promise. It's 11 p.m. That means you have just 1 hour left. I should have known this would happen. You never had any intention of coming to talk to me.
Oh, shoot. That was today?
Yes, it was.
Oh, I'm glad I caught myself with an hour left.
You didn't catch yourself. I had to save you again.
Okay, then. We can talk right now.
Fine. So explain that credit card bill, Ken.
Yeah. About that. I spent it all on my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend?
Yep. I got myself a young girlfriend. She's 15 years younger than you. She's still in her 20s. And I'm gonna get married to her, so I'm divorcing you.
Wow. I guess you have no intention to hide what you did.
Don't worry. I'll make sure you're taken care of. My girl is one of the top hostesses at a local girls' bar. She makes more money in one night than you make in a month, so I'll give you a decent monthly allowance. You'll get it, right? I don't need an old, dried-up hag like you anymore.
If I'm a dried-up hag, that makes you a dried-up geezer. If I don't believe you, do you honestly think she's serious about you?
With the way she talks about me? Oh yeah, I know she's serious. She's head over heels for me. Women are worth less and less the older they get. But a man's value just goes up and up and up. We men become more, well, refined as we age, you see.
I don't think a well-refined man would be talking about women as though their only value is in their youth.
That's exactly what I'd expect a bitter old hag like you to say. Oh, and if you ever want to get remarried before you croak, I recommend working on your personality a bit. Oh, that and a hefty amount of plastic surgery. I'll have my lawyer draft up a divorce agreement and send it over to you, so hurry up and sign it. Remember, I don't have any feelings left for you anymore, so don't bother begging me not to leave you.
As if I would even want someone like you.
Go ahead. Try and put on a tough face, but what are you gonna do without me? You got nothing without me.
I have my job and my daughter. Honestly, with you out of the picture, I think my life will start going much better. You may have stolen my thunder a bit, but that conversation I wanted to have, it was about me divorcing you.
You're so pathetic. You actually think I believe that? A woman in her 40s divorcing her meal ticket. Give me a break. Admit it, you're so terrified you're shaking right now.
You can think whatever you want about me. I intend to take full custody of May, by the way. And I'll be suing you for your affair, too. I'll be talking to my lawyer about that and your divorce agreement when it gets here.
Let's just make it quick, alright? I'll send it over in the next few days. Oh, and don't worry, you can take full custody of May. I don't care.
You really are the lowest of the low, Ken.
Hey, you should be grateful to me. I took care of you for 20 long years, didn't I? I'm a regular saint for putting up with you as long as I did.
You think I should be grateful for you treating me like trash and cheating on me?
Hey, don't blame me for cheating on you. That's all your own fault.
What? My fault?
Obviously. You completely stopped taking care of yourself. You just allowed yourself to transform from a young and beautiful girl to an old, ugly woman. You got no right to be upset at me for trading up to a newer model. This is all your fault. You want to be mad at someone? Look in the mirror. Hey, Sarah. Where are you right now?
Are you joking? I'll never tell you.
Oh, come on. How long you gonna act like that? Whatever. I'm over it. So you can come back home now.
I cannot believe you just said that.
You're thrilled, I know.
What's the matter with you? I thought you said you were getting married.
Yeah, well, that was a lie. I got mad and just kinda, started talking. You said you had something you wanted to talk to me about anyway, right? We can talk about anything you want once you're back home, so pack up your stuff and get back here.
We're already divorced, Ken.
What?
You sent the divorce agreement, I signed it, and submitted it to the courthouse.
Wait, I only sent that thing over a few days ago.
Yep, it got here yesterday. And I signed it right away and took it down to the courthouse.
You what? Why didn't you tell me you did that?
You told me in no uncertain terms that you wanted me to do it as soon as possible.
Yeah, well, I didn't think you would actually do it. Well, we can get remarried then.
Not a chance. I wanted to divorce you too, remember? I told you that a week ago.
Wait, so you were serious about that?
Yes, that's what I was trying to tell you.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Look, I thought you were still in love with me.
Don't be ridiculous, you narcissist.
Well, you have to have at least some feeling left for me, right?
Nope, none at all. That's why I was so eager to consent to the divorce. I was concerned that you would fight the divorce since you've been using me as a walking piggy bank for years now. But when you actually came out and suggested a divorce yourself, I couldn't believe my ears. I was dancing all the way to the courthouse when I submitted our divorce papers.
Sorry, hey, can we talk about this as adults? I need to explain the situation I'm in right now. Okay, so, and of course, I also wanted to tell you how sincerely sorry I am.
I'll pass. We're officially divorced, so there's no longer anything holding us together. We're basically strangers now. I no longer care where you go or what you do, just so long as it doesn't involve me. Oh, and of course, I will still be expecting your monthly alimony payments, however. You must have gotten the demand from my lawyer, right?
I can't pay it.
Your little girlfriend dumped you, didn't she? I knew that would happen.
You knew? How'd you know? Wait, did you say something to her? What did you do, Sarah?
I didn't do anything, you psychopath. Listening to your story told me all I needed to know to predict a breakup in your future, that's all.
You don't know anything about me and her.
You said she was a hostess at a girls' bar, didn't you? You paid a woman to talk to you like you're the most desirable man on the planet, and you actually believed her when she lied to you. Oh my God, I can't imagine how embarrassed she must have been while talking to you. It must have been so awkward.
It's not like that. She was actually in love with me, but, well, you know what those young hostess girls are like. They're always changing their minds. One day she got in a bad mood and told me she was breaking up with me.
Oh goodness, you're saying she broke up with you out of the blue? That sounds exactly like a certain someone that I know.
Hey, don't compare her to me. Look at me now. I'm here right now and talking to you honestly and openly, aren't I?
Unbelievable. Just 1 week ago you told me you were ditching me for some young floozy, and now today you're desperate to get me back into your life? How am I supposed to take you seriously when you behave like this?
I'm doing this for your benefit, Sarah. I know you must miss me.
Sorry, but nope. I'm happier than I've been in years right now. And I'm not about to go and ruin my newfound happiness by getting back together with the likes of you, Ken.
Seriously, Sarah, let's meet up in person and talk this over. We need to have this conversation face to face.
I don't want to hear that from you. How many times did I ask you to make time to have an important discussion with me? And now you're making me do that via text.
Look, I'm sorry about that, I am.
It's way too late for stories, Ken.
Do you really not see any chance of us getting back together? I mean, we were together for 30 years, Sarah. We have a daughter together. Think about all the memories we made. You can't really be fine with just throwing all of that away.
Nope, I am totally fine with throwing it all away. I have absolutely zero regrets. This is what you get for treating me and May like we mean absolutely nothing to you for all these years. Oh, and just so you know, May is also 100% on board with me divorcing you.
This doesn't make any sense. If that's really how you felt, why didn't you divorce me sooner? I've been staying out until all hours of the night and making you pay for all our living expenses for years now. This isn't a recent development. There's no way you would have put up with all that for this long unless you truly, really love me.
Oh, you really are clueless. You want to know why I've put up with your nonsense for so long? It's because I wanted to wait to divorce you until the moment that it would hurt you the most.
You what?
At the very latest, I was planning to divorce you once May was out of the home. I've been talking about this with her for quite some time as well. She said that she didn't want to have to deal with changing her last name while she was still in high school, and that she wanted me to wait until she was going to college.
I don't believe it. That's really why you waited so long?
Yes, that's it. However, about 6 months ago, I found out that you were having a bit of a thing with some hostess you met at a bar, and I got to thinking that this could make things much, much more interesting for me. And then when you said you wanted to get a divorce, I knew this was my chance and I had to take it.
Wait, you knew about that?
What else was I supposed to think when you wouldn't come home until well after midnight every day of the week? And then there's the issue of your credit card bills. Not to mention the fact that I had been finding napkins and receipts from that bar in your pocket while doing the laundry. I also saw some thank you letters for all the gifts you'd been giving her.
You went through my pockets? That's a violation of my privacy. How dare you?
Excuse me? If you didn't want me to empty your pockets, you shouldn't have asked me to do your laundry. All you had to do was just throw that stuff away before you put your clothes in the hamper.
Look, sorry, I'm really sorry. I messed up. I'm an idiot. I realize that.
Could you please choose whether you're going to be indignant or apologetic? It's getting hard to follow your constant mood swings. It's obvious that if I did you the favor of getting back together with you, you'd just end up using me again. So, no, there's no possible way I am ever marrying you again, so give it up.
Sorry, I'm really sorry. I'll change, I swear.
No, you aren't, and no, you won't. If you were even slightly remorseful, you wouldn't be begging me to take you back like this.
Your leaving has made me realize how important you were to me.
Oh, that's an excellent line. Tell me, what movie did you hear that one from? I think you should take some time to think about how uncaring and self-important you've been for all these years. Maybe one day you'll come to learn that you shouldn't take the people who are the closest to you for granted.
Sarah, I don't know how I can go on living like this.
Yeah, me either. You've got your credit card debt and your payments to me from my lawsuit.
Exactly. The credit card company called. They're closing my account. Why couldn't you just pay the bill for me?
Why should I have to pay for money I didn't spend? That was all your spending. We're divorced, so none of that is my problem anymore.
Please, Sarah, I need you. Don't leave me like this.
I will never do anything to help you ever again for as long as I live. I see through your little plot. You're just trying to get out of having to pay me the divorce settlement money. Oh, and you're also trying to get me to pay that credit card bill for you.
I told you I can pay the credit card bill by myself.
Even if that were true, which I doubt, that still wouldn't change the fact that you only want me around to get me to pay for your lifestyle.
Couples have to support each other, right? That's the way a marriage works.
Then tell me, what have you ever done to help me or May out? What have you ever contributed to this family?
I told you I'm sorry. I'm sorry for treating you so terribly for the 20 years we've been married. I swear on my life, I'll never betray you again. I'll make you happy. You can count on me. I even won't call you a dried up old hag anymore, okay?
If you really want to prove to me that you're sorry, I'll tell you what you can do to prove it. Never contact me again. Just thinking about you makes me start to stress out. Thank you for promising not to call me a dried up old hag anymore, but I'm afraid I still see you as a dried up old geezer. I've got no need for a dried up old geezer like you who's up to his eyeballs in debt. If you want someone to blame for your predicament, look in the mirror. You're completely worthless. After that, all our communications took place through my lawyer. I blocked his phone number and all of his social media accounts, so I doubt I'll have to deal with any of his nonsense in the future. By the way, he told me that he has no assets, so he won't be able to make his payments on the damages from my lawsuit. So I had to take him to court again, and now his wages will be garnished and the payments automatically deposited in my bank account. It'll take several years to pay it all off, so I'll probably have to deal with him for a little bit longer. But I have no intention to let him get away without paying what he owes, so I can handle that. I spent far more than I should have to bail that old fool out of his financial messes, so I'm going to see to it that he pays me back. I have no idea if he's actually capable of remorse or self-reflection, but I do know that he's looking at some very hard times ahead of him, so I hope that somehow he comes to regret everything he's done. As for me, I'm currently living together with my daughter. My ex-husband doesn't know this, but I was always planning to move in with my daughter. I'm so happy that I was finally able to make that dream a reality. Now that we're living together, I'm planning to support her as much as I can while she attends college. And once she gets out on her own, I think I might just take some well-deserved time to focus on myself.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hi there, Mom. Sorry to message you so late at night. Are you still awake?
Yes, I'm still up, Tammy.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Is everything all right?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for sending me my birthday present. I got it in the mail earlier today. It was very sweet of you to send. Thank you so much, Mom.
Oh, good. It arrived faster than I expected. You are very welcome. A day early, but happy birthday, sweetheart.
I really loved what you got me. I can't wait to use it.
I'm glad to hear that you liked it. Do you have any plans for tomorrow? Going out on a date with Sean, perhaps?
Well, I don't know. Sean's been very busy with work lately. He works straight through the weekends, so we haven't been able to spend much time together. I think we'll just have a small celebration at home.
Oh, well, I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing that work is keeping him busy, but it must be lonely for you not being able to spend quality time with him on your birthday. Can he not take you out to dinner at least? It's your first birthday as his wife.
It's fine, I won't feel lonely. A small celebration at home is more than enough. Besides, I'm getting too old for a birthday party anyway.
Don't be silly, Tammy. Birthdays should be celebrated no matter how old you get. I know I'm not ashamed to be excited on my birthdays.
Well, that's because you enjoy asking Dad to get you extravagant gifts. And he gets it for you, too.
Well, my birthday is the one special day in a year I get to ask. Of course I'm going to take advantage of it. Anyway, enough about me. How are things on your end? Are you getting along with Sean's family? It's been 6 months already since you moved near his parents. Do you see them often?
I guess I am settling in okay. It's different here. Not only the family customs, but in general compared to what I'm used to. But I'm slowly getting used to things.
You know, I've been worried about you. It seemed quite spontaneous that Sean asked to move near his parents. I think you two have only been married for a month or so before you two decided. I'm sure they're lovely people, but I know things can be stressful sometimes with in-laws. But you never say anything to me about him or his parents, so I've been worried that you're keeping things in.
I'm getting along with them fine, Mom. They're nice people.
That's all you say. That's what makes me worried.
It's the truth. I live a peaceful life here. I have nothing to complain about them. So you don't need to worry about me, Mom.
Okay, well, if you say so. But if you ever need to let things out, you know you can talk to me. You know I had a hard time dealing with your grandmother. I know they're different people, but because the only in-law I know is your grandmother, I worry that you might be going through something similar.
I'm telling you, Mom, I'm getting along with everyone just fine. And surely it didn't matter how mean Grandma was to you, did it? You are not the kind to get fazed by another woman.
That's not true. I used to be quite sensitive when I was young. I know you're much stronger than me, though, and you are an amazing young lady, so there's no reason why they wouldn't love you the way I do.
Thanks, Mom, but you think too well of me. I'm not that great. I dedicated my life to work after I got out of school, you know. I never took care of myself or my apartment well because I kept myself so busy. I have recently realized how bad I am at cooking and housekeeping now that I have to do it every day. Just yesterday, I was such a huge mess in the kitchen and made a very unpleasant meal.
What? Are we talking about the same Tammy? You've always been an amazing cook. You may not have cooked every day, but when you did cook for us, you always did a splendid job. I'm sure your meal was as great as usual.
No, it was quite embarrassing. I cooked for Sean and his parents, but no one finished it. But it's okay, I understand. Every family has their preferred tastes. My taste is alien to them, and on top of that, I am totally out of practice. Besides, I've never been that great of a cook. You are positively biased because I'm your daughter. I have always made simple stuff. Well, I guess it's true that everyone has different preferences. But don't worry, dear. I'm sure it wasn't as bad as you think. You will learn what they like little by little, just as I did. By the way, will you visit us anytime soon? Perhaps for Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Well, I wanted to, but I think it's better if I stay here and get used to my new family customs. Sounds like they have their ways of celebrating the holidays.
Do they now? But okay, I understand. You've barely settled in anyway. It's probably best that you stay and learn their family traditions, but I hope I can see you early next year. If you are too busy to fly back here, your dad and I would be happy to get on a plane to visit you instead.
For sure. I'll ask Sean when he thinks it's best for us to see each other. I really want to see you guys too. I miss you guys a lot.
Your dad and I miss you very much too. Let me know when you talk to Sean. Anyways, I should let you go now. I'm sure adjusting to your new life isn't always easy, but don't push yourself too hard. I'm happy to listen if you ever need to let it out. You know I'm always here for you. Or if you need me physically, I would jump on a plane in a heartbeat. Just let me know, yeah?
I will, Mom. Thank you. But you really need to stop worrying about me so much. Anyway, I should get to sleep now. I love you, Mom. Good night.
I love you too. Good night, honey. Sean, are you there? I'm sorry to bother you, but I had a call from the hospital that Tammy was taken in for an injury. Do you know how she's doing? They told me it's nothing serious, but I can't get a hold of her. Are you aware of what happened?
Hi, Lauren. Tammy's doing okay. She was feeling dizzy earlier this morning. Ended up falling. Unfortunately, she hit her head when she did.
What? She hit her head?
Yes, I'm afraid so. She's got a nasty cut and a few stitches. But other than the cut, nothing serious. She's been told to stay still, so she's resting at the hospital right now.
Will she be able to go home soon, or is she staying there for a few days?
No, she's coming home after resting for a few hours. She was unconscious for a short time, so needs to lay still for the time being. The doctors are monitoring her while she rests as a precaution, but the last I heard, she should be able to go home in the afternoon.
Okay, I see.
I'm sorry the hospital called you before I let you know. It must have scared you so much.
It did, especially since I couldn't get a hold of Tammy. I never imagined I would get such a call from the hospital. To think of it though, why did they call me? I mean, I understand if they call you, but hospitals don't call every single family member of their patient, do they?
I'm not sure. Maybe one of the nurses asked if she wanted to call anyone when I'd stepped out from the room. Perhaps Tammy gave the nurse your number. She was still hazy when she was taken in, so it's possible she was confused.
Oh, that must be it. Maybe she was just asking that someone called me to let me know what was going on. Anyway, it scared me to death. I'm so glad to hear she's okay. She fell at home, right? I'm glad it happened in the morning and not some other time she's alone at home. It gives me chills to think she could have been lying there without any help for hours.
I agree. Luckily, I was still there, getting ready to go to work.
How come she was dizzy, do you know? Has she been ill lately? Perhaps the heat got to her. I heard on the news that it's still brutally hot down there.
She's been fine, as far as I know. The doctor said anyone can experience dizziness. It wasn't triggered by an illness or anything of that sort, so I think it was spontaneous.
Okay. Well, I guess I get dizzy sometimes too, just by suddenly standing up. Oh shoot, Sean, I'm sorry, I wasn't keeping track of the time. You are headed to work soon, aren't you?
Don't worry, I'm still at the hospital now. I'll stay by Tammy for a little longer before I go to work. Hope I was able to make you feel less worried.
Yes, you sure did. Thank you for staying by her side. I was going to jump on a plane if I couldn't get a hold of you, but it sounds like you've got everything under control. I'll sit tight and wait for Tammy to call me when she wakes up. Can you let her know?
I certainly will. I'm sorry that you have to wait, Lauren. I'm sure you won't be relieved until you get a hold of her, but I'll have her call you as soon as she can. Hi, Mum. Sorry I couldn't message you yesterday.
Huh? Tammy?
Ah, yeah. Why are you asking if this is your own daughter?
Oh, well, it's nothing. My mind was somewhere else.
I must be tired from not being able to sleep all night.
Oh, poor you. Were you not able to sleep because of me?
That's right. I heard you fell and hit your head. You scared me to death.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mum. I thought Sean told you I was right.
Yes, he did, but I was waiting for you to call me too. I needed to know from you that you were all right.
Sorry that I kept you waiting. I ended up sleeping, even after I got home from the hospital. Must have been so tired. I never imagined that I'd be sent to the hospital from being dizzy. Maybe it's all the stress I've been carrying. The truth is, something's been bothering me lately.
What is it? You should tell me if there's anything I can do to help.
Well, Mum, I hate to have to ask you this, but do you think we can borrow some money from you?
Money? What do you need it for?
I've been keeping this from you because I didn't want you to worry, but Sean is very sick. He was diagnosed with cancer a few months ago. Doctors said he'll be in critical condition in a matter of days if he didn't get proper treatment. So we've been pouring money into his treatment since the diagnosis. But he's in a bad condition and we need more. I never knew that the cost for cancer treatment's so expensive. So, as much as I hate asking you, I have to keep him alive. Do you think you could spare us some?
Wow, I didn't know he had cancer. I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's horrible. If we keep spending money on expensive treatments like this, we won't be able to pay our bills. But there's no way we can stop his treatment. If we do, he could die. So I'm asking you out of desperation. Mum, please help us.
No, I will not help you. Frankly, I don't care about what happens to your husband. In fact, it's probably better for the world if he's gone.
Mum, what's gotten into you? There's some kind of a joke. I'm in serious trouble right now. How can you be so mean?
Mean? I'm just being honest here. He's a piece of trash. The world would be a better place without him.
Why do you think that? Did he ever do anything to you?
Not me. You know best why he's not worth a penny, Tammy.
No, I don't. Mum, you have to tell me why. I thought he's been nice to you. Even yesterday, he updated you on how I was doing after the fall, right?
You know, I really prefer not to talk about him. Can we stop this conversation? My decision is final. I will not provide any financial support.
Mum, come on. You've always been compassionate for others. Sean has cancer. This is the time to show your compassion. Don't you feel sorry for us at all?
No, I don't. At least not for him. He's only getting what he deserves.
Unbelievable. I didn't know you were such a cold-hearted person. You said I could count on you if I ever needed your help. You're a liar. I hate you. I don't want to talk to you again. Lauren, you there? I need your help.
Sean, what's the matter?
Tammy's gone. I can't find her anywhere. She left her smartphone in her room. She must have taken off somewhere.
I see.
You're not worried about your own daughter?
No, I'm not that worried.
Have you forgotten it was only yesterday she fell and hit her head? You said you were scared to death for her. Why are you all cool about her disappearing? Did something happen?
Not that I can think of.
I saw her phone, you know. Read the conversation you had with her. Last conversation she had with anyone before disappearing.
You mean the one about lending you guys money?
Lauren, I hate to say this, but I think you triggered her to run away. I mean, you were so cruel to her.
You think so?
I'm sorry that we've been keeping a secret from you, but what Tammy told you is the truth. I developed a form of aggressive cancer that requires costly treatment. My parents recently agreed to get a loan to pay it off, but Tammy hated the idea of getting a loan from someone else other than family. That's why she reached out to you, out of desperation, but you brushed her off so easily. I don't really know why you dislike me, but right now, the reason doesn't matter that much. You shouldn't have been so cruel to your daughter. There are other ways to turn her favour down. All you did was hurt her.
Well, I'm glad to hear that your parents can get a loan for you. If that's the case, please keep the problem to yourselves. There's nothing I can do to help you.
You know my parents are not well off like you are. Why would you turn Tammy down like that when you have the ability to help us? I understand that it's shameful to have to ask for money, but we're only asking because it's a matter of life or death. Please, Lauren, won't you help us just this once? I don't want to die.
Sean, enlighten me, because I am confused right now. Are you worried about my daughter disappearing, or are you worried about the money?
About Tammy, of course.
Oh,
Really? Because for the past couple of minutes, not once have you asked if I knew where she was, or suggested a way to find her. So it sounded like, to me, that you cared more about the money.
No, that's not true. I just thought maybe if Tammy found out that you'll help us, she'd come back.
How so? Let's pretend that I say, okay, how are you going to let her know the wonderful news, huh? She left her phone, right? How are you going to let her know that I agreed to help?
I don't think she's gone that far yet. Hasn't been so long since she left, so maybe she'll come back in a little bit.
Enough, Sean. I'm done playing along to your stupid skit.
What?
I did indeed receive a message from Tammy this morning, but that was you, wasn't it, Sean? You pretended to be Tammy and tried to get money from me.
What? Have you gone mad? Why would I do anything like that? That was Tammy herself.
You don't have to lie to us anymore, because that wasn't Tammy. We know for a fact because she is here with us now.
What? You with her? That's some kind of joke, right?
Of course it isn't a joke. We got her out of the dirty shed you kept her in the middle of the night.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then you must have no brain. Or do you want to try and play another skit? We know everything. We know that you and your parents abused Tammy for the past 6 months.
What? Abuse, Tammy? Well, Lauren, there must be some serious misunderstanding here. We would never do anything like that to her.
Did you think that we wouldn't find out because you only let her use her phone while you watched? Well, my daughter outsmarted you. She let us know everything by calling us yesterday.
Called you? When did she call you?
Yes, from a payphone in the hospital. She told us that you hit her, you son of a bitch. She was taken to the hospital because you hit her after she refused to ask us for money. You hit her so hard that she lost consciousness.
No, I didn't. Is that what she's telling you? She's lying. She can't prove that I did anything like that.
She had bruises all over her body. We've already taken her to a doctor here and have her injuries recorded. We also have proof that you took away her phone and locked her up in the shed. We recorded everything when we got her out.
Lauren, anyone can make that kind of video. If you can't prove how she got in there, no one is ever going to believe it.
Maybe not, but we'll simply have to see, won't we? It's all right, we have the money to come after you and your family. No matter how long it takes or how much it costs, we will prove what you've done to our sweet girl. You know, a good place to start is the way you used up Tammy's personal savings. Didn't you know that banking transactions are always recorded and easy to get? There are plenty of ways to corner you, Sean, so be prepared. Wait.
Lauren, you don't know the full story. You see, Tammy's been cheating on me with a neighbour, so we locked her up in the shed as a punishment. We only wanted her to understand what she's done.
Okay, so you have cancer and your wife cheated on you? Boy, you must have such bad luck. What else, huh? Do only lies come out of your mouth? You should be so ashamed of yourself. We've already contacted the police. I'm sure they'll come knocking on your door in no time.
Police? Are you serious?
Damn right I am. You have treated our daughter like a slave. You stole her money and you physically abused her if she didn't obey. You didn't even let her use her own phone to contact her parents. You also pretended to be her to steal our money. So, am I serious that I went to the police? Yes, I very much am.
Lauren, come on. Everything I did was just part of a fight between husband and wife. Any couple fight, right?
I will let the police decide if a fight will cut everything you have done. As far as I can recall, they have listed several offenses that they can charge you for by the end of our meeting earlier today.
Wait, please. Can I talk to Tammy? Let me apologise to her. Maybe I went too far. I see now that I haven't been a great husband to her, but I love her. Please let me talk to her. I'm begging you.
Hell no. You are never talking to her directly ever again. Our lawyer and my husband and I will represent her to make you and your parents pay.
Lauren, seriously, just not the police. Please, I won't be able to live if I lost my job. Besides, I never wanted to do anything to Tammy. It was my parents. They started to mistreat her first and made me do it too. And they kept sending all my money, so I depended on your daughter. But I never wanted to hurt her. I swear.
Like I said earlier, I don't give a damn about what happens to you. You have treated my daughter like trash.
You deserve to have a miserable life. I pray that you live in agony and regret for the rest of your life. You know, I never knew that I can have such a strong hatred towards someone, but right now I do to you. So much so that I wish it were true that you were really dying. Shortly after, we filed an official complaint against Sean and his family for abusing Tammy. Around the same time, Tammy filed for divorce from Sean. During the divorce trial, Sean denied any claims for abuse at first, but photos and medical records of Tammy's injuries, along with a neighbor's testimony, left him no choice but to admit his wrongdoings. In the end, we reached a settlement that Sean and his family pay Tammy back for every penny they have stolen, along with consolation money, and submit an affidavit that they would not come anywhere near Tammy, in exchange that we ask the police to drop all criminal charges against him and his family. We hated the idea that they would not be prosecuted for their crimes, but the outcome would have had minor impact anyway. We discussed carefully and decided that getting money and freedom back for Tammy was most important, so that she'll be able to get back on her feet again. They were practically broke by the time the trial ended, but thankfully had the house and land as assets. They were made to sell it to pay Tammy back. I heard that Sean's parents were furious about having to let go of their house and blamed him for the outcome. Sean, too, was unhappy that his parents kept spending money. They now live in a tiny apartment together, blaming each other for where they've ended up. To think of it now, perhaps Sean was right about his parents being the root of all their troubles. Nonetheless, I do not feel sorry for him or care about how they'll suffer going forward. I truly hope that they live a lonesome, miserable life. Tammy is living with us now and slowly gaining herself back. We later found out that Tammy couldn't reach out for help, not only because of Sean surveilling her, but also because she didn't want to make us sad, because we seemed so happy when she got married. Tammy's always been soft-hearted, so she must have thought everyone would be happy as long as she sacrificed herself. To think that she had held back to call for help for 6 months breaks my heart. Until her heart is completely healed, my husband and I will do our best to keep her feeling safe and at peace. We will carefully continue to tell her that we wish only for her happiness and that we ask for nothing in exchange.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Tara, honey, how are you feeling? Are you doing better than this morning? You seemed like you were really having a tough time.
Hey, Mark. Yes, I am feeling a lot better now. I haven't had such a bad migraine in a while. But it's gone now, so don't worry. I'm sorry I wasn't able to make you breakfast this morning.
There's no need to apologize. I would never ask you to do anything when you're not well. Besides, your health is the most important thing right now. Next time you go in for your checkup, you should ask the doctor to prescribe you some meds for your migraine. I know you haven't had it in a while, but you never know how your body is going to react to your pregnancy. Plus, there might be certain meds you shouldn't take while pregnant, so you should talk to the doctor and keep a safe prescription at home, just in case you need it again.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt to have some in stock. I will ask the doctor next time I go in.
Are you sure you're okay now?
Yes, I am. Why? You really are worried about me today, aren't you?
You might have had a migraine this morning, but I've been worried about you for weeks. You seem bothered by something, and you've been sighing a lot these past few days. Is everything all right? If you need to talk, I'm always here, you know.
I know, honey. Thank you. It's just that the baby is arriving so soon, I'm not sure if I'm really ready for all the change. I guess I feel kind of unsettled. So, yeah, that's been on my mind lately, hence all the sighing. Sorry, I didn't mean to worry you so much.
It's all right. I kind of guessed that's what's been bothering you. I totally get it. Nothing can really prepare us enough for this big change.
I know I need to be strong. I mean, I'm going to be a mom soon. I should just suck it up and stop worrying.
Tara, I know I will never be able to understand the true hardship of what you're going through as a woman, but everything will work out. I don't want to sound irresponsible, but I'll say it anyway. I think it's really important for us to think positively right now.
I know. I agree.
There's no need for you to suddenly become a great mom. I mean, you already are, but I'm sure you'll become even better with the baby, right? We'll learn from the baby as much as the baby will learn from us. I'm sure if we do our best, we'll become stronger along with the baby.
You're right. Thank you, Mark. I think I feel much better now.
I'm really glad you shared your honest feelings with me. There isn't much I can do before the baby arrives but to stay by your side. So if you need to talk, I hope you'll come to me. I'll do anything to make you feel better.
Anything? Are you sure? You want to cook dinner tonight then?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I wasn't going to ask you to make something anyway. You're not feeling well. You should rest.
I'm just kidding, Mark. I'm making dinner tonight. I'm totally fine to cook. Besides, I need to move around a bit more anyway. A little bit of exercise is good. I've been too much of a couch potato lately.
Well then, we should go for a walk this weekend. I prefer you to exercise while I'm around.
A walk sounds great. Oh, but I don't know if I want to walk around the neighborhood. There's too much traffic around here.
Maybe we can take the car to a nicer location and stroll around there, like an easy nature trail somewhere.
That sounds so nice.
I'll look into destinations tonight.
Thanks. I'm so happy we have something to look forward to this weekend. Mark, I'm so sorry I'm making you do the groceries after work. Are you at the store now?
Yes, I am. It's completely fine, Tara. I know you needed to rest today. There's no need to apologize. Are you feeling any better now? You sounded pretty sick earlier.
A little bit. I think I might be anemic or something.
Well, if that's the case, you really need to stay in bed. You might fall from getting dizzy. Oh, I forgot to mention, there was a letter from the building security this morning in our mailbox.
A warning? About what?
Apparently, there's a man loitering in our building. He's been seen a couple of times. I think it was best that you didn't go anywhere today.
Oh, did the letter say what he's like?
Nothing about his appearance, but apparently the guy spoke to a resident and his English wasn't great. So maybe he's from overseas. Maybe if you heard him speak, you'd be able to understand if he speaks one of the languages you do. But it's best you don't encounter him. It said in the letter that he tried to force into one of the auto-locked doors at the entrance.
That sounds pretty horrible. I'm scared now. If something happened, I wouldn't be able to run with this belly.
Well, you're due in no time, so you won't have to worry once you're in the hospital. You'll be staying with your mum for a while anyway, after the delivery of the baby. But until the baby arrives, you should avoid going out on your own as much as possible. If you need to, let me know, and I'll come with you. But sorry, I didn't mean to scare you too much. The building asked the police to patrol the area more, so I'm sure he won't be seen anymore. I bet everything will be back to normal after a month or so.
I really hope so. Maybe I shouldn't wait to stay with my mom, though. The hospital is closer from her place anyway. I don't want to be paranoid or be restricted from going outside, you know?
I do. If she is okay with you staying with her, then I guess that is the best for your safety. You should call her and ask. If she says yes, I can drive you to her place tomorrow morning.
Okay, I'll do that right now. Thanks for looking out for me, Mark.
Of course. Oh, but I will miss you. The house will feel so empty without you.
My mom's house is less than an hour away. Besides, you are coming to the hospital when the baby arrives. That's going to be happening so soon. You'll see me in just a few days.
I know. My boss and colleagues already know you're due soon. They have agreed to fill my spot at work if necessary, so I can take a few days off after the baby arrives. Oh, yeah. There was also a letter without a stamp for you in the mailbox. I left it on the sideboard by the front door, along with the warning letter from the building.
For me?
Maybe one of your students at the language school. There was some kind of writing that I couldn't read. You had some of them over for a party before, didn't you?
Okay, I'll check. Thanks for letting me know.
I hope the loiterer isn't one of your students.
What? How dare you say something like that? My students are good people. None of them would do anything crazy like that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you or anything. I just thought about the possibility of one of your students wanting to see you. I know you're a very popular teacher, and I remember you used to exchange letters with them often, even after they left your school. So I just thought maybe one of them showed up to see you but forgot which door, but it was a bad thought. Sorry, dear.
Even if one of them ever showed up, they wouldn't loiter around the building. They're educated people with good manners. Please don't joke about them like that.
I apologize, Tara. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I didn't mean to be so feisty either. I know you're not the kind to talk down to people, but it kind of felt like you were to my students. It's my roller coaster hormones, thanks to being pregnant. It's making me lose my temper so easily. I know I need to take it easy.
It's not your fault. I made a bad comment earlier. The building security issued a warning because this case is serious. I should have taken it more seriously too. But instead, I made a bad joke out of it. And to top it off, I included your students in it. It was a very bad call. I'm sorry. I won't compare a loiterer to your students ever again.
It's okay, I know you didn't mean anything. I overreacted too. Anyway, careful on your way back home. I'll see you soon.
Hey, Tara, how are you doing? It's been 3 days since your due date now. Have you gotten any signs of the baby arriving yet? I couldn't get a hold of you yesterday, so it's worrying me. How are you feeling? Let me know as soon as you get a chance, please. I just want to make sure you're doing okay.
I'm sorry, Mark. I couldn't reply to you yesterday because, well, things have been rough.
Rough? Why is that? Is everything okay? Has something happened? You're scaring me, Tara.
Mark, you might want to sit down for this. I have some bad news.
What?
I'm so sorry, but the baby didn't make it.
Huh? What do you mean?
The baby's heartbeat stopped. She's gone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I couldn't deliver your baby.
Hold on, I'm not following. What are you talking about?
Yesterday, I had pain shooting up my belly. I was taken to the hospital right away, but it was too late. The baby was gone by the time I was checked in. It happened so quickly. She came out after an hour or so later, but there was nothing the doctors could do.
I'm coming to you right away.
No, don't, please.
I'm not letting you take this on your own. I'm coming to see you now.
No, I don't want you to come. I don't think I can look you in the eye. I'm so sorry, Mark. Please just give me some space right now. I need it badly.
Tara, I need to be by your side. I can't leave you alone.
You will make it even harder for me, so please, I am begging you to leave me alone for a few days. I am in complete shock right now. I need time alone to wrap my head around what's happened. Don't come down here. You won't be able to set foot in my mom's house either. I will make sure she won't let you in.
What about your condition? Are you physically stable? Any pain?
No more pain. Physically, I'm stable. I should be discharged tomorrow.
Okay, if space is what you need, then I will give you that, but I can't give you more than 2 or 3 days. You have to call me by the end of the week. Can you promise me that? I can't not see you or the baby for longer than that, please.
Okay, I will make sure to let you know when I'm ready to see you. Hang tight until then. I know I'm asking you an incredibly harsh favor. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You don't need to apologize. This is nothing compared to the pain you have gone through, Tara. I love you. You're the most important person in my life. I need you to remember that, okay?
Hi, Mark. I'm sorry I kept you waiting. Thank you for giving me space. It's been hard, but I think I've calmed down now.
It's okay. How are you? Oh, wait. You don't have to answer that.
I've been doing a lot of thinking. In fact, that's all I could do. And now I know what I want to do. Mark, we should get a divorce.
What?
I am so sorry I couldn't protect our child. I wanted to have your baby, but I failed you. I don't think I can ever look you in the eye. It'll be too hard for the both of us. We won't be happy like we used to be. I am so sorry. I never meant for this to happen.
I'm sure you didn't. But you really are full of surprises. I never imagined that you would fake your baby's death just because you didn't want me to see her. Did you actually think that I wouldn't find out about your affair if we got a divorce?
Huh? Mark, what are you talking about?
I know you had your baby, Tara. The thing is, you immediately knew the baby wasn't mine. I mean, how could she be? I'm not black, and neither are you. So why did you give birth to a baby who was? I visited to see your baby, you know. I saw her while you were asleep. In fact, you were stupid to think that I wouldn't visit.
What?
Your mum called me. She started crying on the phone, apologizing to me for what you've done. I thought she was apologizing for you losing the baby at first, which was kind of weird, and then she told me.
What? She told you what?
Everything. She told me you had stopped her from spilling the truth to me, but she felt she couldn't keep this from me, that it was way too harsh. So, she told me everything. But I still couldn't believe that you would have an affair and have someone else's baby. She told me to see for myself, that I should visit her and see the baby while you were asleep. We arranged for my visit when you were resting, and I believed your mum was telling the truth. I mean, how could I not? The baby was definitely not mine. So her dad is one of your students from your language school, right? You must have some serious issues cheating on me with your student.
Mark, no, I didn't cheat on you, I swear.
What? What is it then? A mistake? A fling? You think I would forgive you if the relationship was casual? You betrayed me, Tara. You slept with someone else and had their baby. I can never forgive you for that.
I was forced into it. Listen to me, Mark. I didn't ask for this to happen. A student of mine has been stalking me for a while now. Remember, there was a loiterer in our building? That was him. He was wandering around looking for me.
Why didn't you tell me then?
How could I? I didn't know what you would think of me. Besides, I wanted to believe that the baby was yours, not his.
I spoke to him, you know. I saw him dropping another letter in our mailbox, so I confronted him.
Wait, you spoke to him? Why?
He's been dropping off letters practically every day since you left to stay with your mum. It was freaking me out.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
Because I didn't want to stress you while you were carrying the baby. So I was going to tell you about it after the baby arrived. But then your mum called and I saw your baby was clearly not mine. I came back and read the letters he wrote to you. I had them translated on the web. He was desperately begging to raise the baby together. That's when I figured that the loiterer was your child's father. So I waited for him to show up again by the mailroom.
I don't know.
You don't know what? That your child's father is Miguel? He told me you dumped him as soon as you found out what he does for a living, even though you were pregnant with his child.
He tricked me. He said that his father ran an IT company back home that would soon be his, but then he confessed that his family was from a poor town and only had small crop to make money.
So the truth finally comes out.
Mark, he fooled me. I never would have slept with him if I knew he was poor.
Wow, Tara, listen to yourself. Do you think that makes me feel any better? In fact, that makes me sick to my stomach. You cheated on me, and did it because you wanted his wealth. How low can you be? Plus, you never told him you were married, so you both lied to each other. From my perspective, you both did ask for all of this. Calm as a bitch, isn't it? Anyway, I agree to a divorce, but I'm suing you for multiple accounts of emotional distress. I'm glad I kept these letters, so I can use them as evidence to show in court.
Mark, please, calm down. You can't be serious. How can you sue me? You won't get anything from me. I'm a single mom. You can be that cruel?
Cruel? You think you can use that word against me? I'm only asking for consolation for the emotional damages you have caused. I'm not the father of your baby, so I will leave your issues to you and Miguel. I'm only asking for what I have the right to ask.
Mark, I'm sorry. I have been a horrible person.
It's too late for you to apologize. You played a dangerous game, Tara. You saw an opportunity to win a wealthy lifestyle, so you took the risk to have the baby, even though you didn't know which one of us was the father. But then you found out that Miguel was lying to you about his family, so you told yourself that the baby was mine and carried her full term.
I only did what was best for my baby.
No, you didn't. Stop lying to me or to yourself, Tara. You only thought about yourself. That's why you're in the situation you are in now.
How dare you be mean to me? I just gave birth to a child. You are being so insensitive. You are not a decent man, Mark.
I'm sure you're having a hard time becoming a mother. I can only imagine that something as responsible as becoming a mother would be difficult for someone like you. But like I said, you'll be paying for what you have done, both to me and to Miguel. You are an adult. Surely you understand that there are circumstances for foul play.
Why would you speak for Miguel? What, you two established some kind of a brotherhood or something? Miguel and I are done.
I'm not speaking for him, but he is the father of your baby, so I think you need to talk to him. You shouldn't cut him off like that.
Shut up, don't you tell me what to do. How I handle my relationship with him is none of your goddamn business.
No, I guess not. But I told him your mum's address, so he should be coming over to see you soon. I'll let you guys figure out what to do about the baby.
What? You can't do that. You can't hand someone my personal information.
Oh, but you're staying with your mum. I didn't give him your personal information. I gave him your mum's. With her permission, of course. She wants to talk to Miguel about the baby.
No! Why? Why is everyone being so selfish? My opinion should matter the most. I am the baby's mother. If I say I am done with Miguel, then it's done. There is nothing to talk about.
Everyone is being selfish. Tara, don't make me laugh. You were going to make me raise someone else's child. You tried to make your mother play along with your lies. You have betrayed your family, and on top of that, you hooked up with a person for money and dumped him as soon as you found out he didn't have any. Despite all that, you want to talk about other people being selfish. You have a serious problem, woman.
I told you, Mark, Miguel is a stalker. He is obsessed with me. I am telling you the truth. He has scared me many times. Don't you see? I mean, who comes over to toss letters in the mailbox every day? He really has been loitering, you see. I never invited him in. I can't be with someone like that. He's a freak.
Well, you shouldn't have slept with him in the first place. Too bad he wasn't who you thought he was, or else you would have divorced me to marry him instead.
Mark, please, help me. Take me in for a while so I can hide from him. I'm scared. What if he wants to hurt me? Wait, what if my parents make me marry him? They're old style like that. They would want Miguel and I to take responsibility. I can't have that.
I don't know what he wants or what your parents want, and I most definitely don't care about what you don't want. All I know is that you have to take responsibility for what you have done. For the record, no, I will not take you in for a minute. You lied about my child's death, and then you dump people like trash. I don't want anything to do with a scumbag like you. Look in the mirror for once. If there's anyone you should be scared of, it's yourself. Several months later, with the help from my ex-in-laws, our divorce was officially filed. I heard from them that Miguel showed up at their door shortly after our last conversation to discuss how they were going to handle their relationship. It turned into another drama, with Miguel insisting to return to his home country with their daughter, and Tara refusing. But Tara's parents finally asked their daughter to leave the house and suggested she go with Miguel if she wanted anyone to support her. In the end, Tara gave in and began living with Miguel, having no financial confidence to raise the child on her own. Tara recently messaged me, complaining how she's living a life far from her ideals. She begged for financial support so that she didn't have to move to Miguel's home country. I, of course, told her that I didn't care for her anymore, that we were officially done, and hung up the phone. I immediately blocked her so that she doesn't bother me again, but I hate that she had the nerve to call me, so I'm thinking about changing my phone number. I honestly don't care about what Tara is going through right now. I sometimes wonder if Miguel chose the right path staying with her. But it's probably best for the baby, since leaving Tara to raise the child on her own is too risky. She must be miserable living with a man she once dumped, but she deserves every bit of it, and I hope she realizes the magnitude of what she's done. After the divorce, I moved out from the condo I used to live in with Tara, and I now live on my own. The fun memories we shared up until the pregnancy sometimes haunt me. I feel so low and sad, but I know looking back on the days won't help me move forward. I know it will continue to haunt me for a while, but I hope time will help me heal. Seeing me depressed, my parents bought me one of the kittens born at their home. I was going to return the kitten after a while, but living with her for a few months, I became completely head over heels. It's hard to believe how such a small life has helped me get back on my feet. There may be bumps ahead yet to come, but I will cherish day by day with the help from my new partner.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Erin, where the hell are ya? My mum wants you home immediately. She's been looking for you forever.
Hi, Nick. Do you know what Anne needs from me? Or are you home with her? I thought you were going to be out late tonight.
Of course I'm not home yet. I'm still at work. She's been calling me to ask where the hell you are. You haven't been keeping an eye on your phone, have you?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize she's been calling me so many times. I've been driving.
Why the hell are you not home with her? You know you're responsible for taking care of your handicapped mother-in-law. Why can't you even keep track of your calls? I always have to tell you what to do. Get it together, woman. I told you I won't tolerate any slacking from you.
I'm sorry, I wasn't slacking. I did tell her that I was going out for groceries. Perhaps she forgot that I told her. Do you know why she needs me so urgently? I know she needs help sometimes, but it's not like she needs me every second, even when I am home. She was walking around the house just this morning, too.
Excuse me? Are you talking back at me? Do you have a problem with my mother?
No, I don't have a problem, but I'm just telling you. Who else is going grocery shopping if I don't? I can't take care of your mother while doing 100% of the chores around the house. It's impossible for me to do everything perfectly.
Do you think you're allowed to slack off? I don't think so. You know, you have a seriously low standard. Do you have no sense of responsibility? It's your job to take care of my mum and the house. Do your role. So do your job. If you're the only one who can get groceries, then do it fast while my mum's asleep.
Nick, you never help me with anything. You don't understand how much I do. Besides, your mom is so angry all the time. Do you know how tired I am, both physically and mentally?
How tired you are. I work day and night to feed all of you. You get to do the easy stuff, so stop complaining. Bet my mum's angry all the time because you're so useless. But it's a good thing if she can release her stress by yelling at you. At least she knows how to manage her stress.
Well, I don't know what to say. Anyway, why does Anne need me? Is everything okay?
Oh, she's hungry, she needs food. You need to get back and make her something.
Now? She just had some fruits before I left. I'm not done with the groceries yet. And I still need to run some errands before heading home.
Why the hell should I care? Stop complaining and do as she says. Taking care of her should be your top priority. She's asking you to cook, then shut up and just do it.
You two are being impossible. Listen to yourself, Nick.
It's your job. That's what you signed up for, so get on with it. Do you understand? Go home now and make us something to eat.
Fine, I will. I'll get back as soon as possible.
Where's Carrie, by the way?
She went to babysit right after school. She said she won't be back until late tonight.
Babysit? Why isn't she studying? She's the one who started saying she wants to go off to college. She should be studying her ass off instead of playing around with kids.
She is studying, Nick, very hard. In fact, she studies as soon as the kids go to bed. Don't worry, she knows what she's doing.
I'm the one paying for all the tests and application fees. I'll not be happy if she gets a bad score on the next set, and I'm not wasting any more money if she does poorly.
I said she is studying, Nick. Please don't say anything like that to her directly. It would only hurt her so much if she heard you say such things. You don't know how hard she pushes herself.
It's not just her who needs to work hard. You remember our promise, don't you? If you don't care of my mum or do all the chores right, I will not pay for her college. Do you understand?
I do. You don't have to remind me. Please, just don't say anything to her. I will keep my promise.
Fine then. Just go home right now and make my mum something to eat. If she throws a fit, it's all on you. Erin, is Carrie home already?
No, she's at the store working today. Why, is everything okay?
No, not everything is okay. What the hell was up with her this morning? She completely ignored me. How can she be so disrespectful to her own father?
Nick, you were being unfair to her too, though. You were persuading her to take care of your mom, although you were watching TV, and she was clearly getting ready to leave. I told you I will handle your mother. You shouldn't have been so pushy with her.
She didn't have school today. Wherever the hell she was headed, it shouldn't have been more important than my mum.
I told you last night she had a morning shift today. She is very busy shuffling between her part-time job and studying while also keeping up with schoolwork. I wish she would be a bit easier on her. Why did you ask her to take care of Anne today anyway? You know I will do it myself.
'Cause Mum said she wants Carrie, not you. Poor Mum. She just wants to spend time with her granddaughter. But Carrie acted so rude to me and just brushed me off. It was unacceptable. It's your fault, you know. What did you do? Raise Kerry into a twisted teenager like that? Have you not taught her to respect her father?
Nick, Carrie is a sweet girl, but she's also very busy. She studies every day and works hard so that she can support herself a bit. She has a lot on her plate for a 17-year-old. Did you even bother to ask if she was available to help today before pushing your mom onto her? Because from what I saw, you didn't. You have to listen to her first, Nick.
Seriously, Erin, you blaming me for her attitude? Who the hell do you think you are? To think of it, she gets it from you. You don't understand your position in this family. That's why Kerry's confused about hers. You two need to get your priorities straight very quickly. I'm fine not paying for college, you know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please don't threaten her that you won't pay tuition. I will talk to her about this matter and make sure she understands to respect you. That'll be enough, right?
Excuse me? Why do you think you get to decide what's enough for me and what isn't? That's not the right attitude to ask for forgiveness, is it?
I'm sorry, I will rephrase myself. I will make sure to talk to Carrie, so please forgive her.
Is that it? Don't you have anything more to say?
I am happy to do whatever you want me to. I am at your service, and your mother, of course. So please use me instead of Carrie.
Well then, I'll let Carrie off the hook for now, but there's no next time. If she disrespects me like that again, I'm serious about not letting her go to college. I'll not spend a dime on such a rude child. But I meant myself clear.
Yes, Crystal. I won't let it happen. Just please leave her at peace.
As long as she understands her place, I won't. But like I said, it's all on you now, Erin. She'll be the one to pay if you don't teach her right. She's not a toddler anymore. Carrie needs to understand that she'll embarrass herself if she doesn't learn the correct manners. So you better set a good example and make sure she gets it.
Yes, sir. Nick, why aren't you picking up my calls? Please reply as soon as you see this message. I'm sorry to say, but your mother passed away.
What? Is this some kind of bad joke? Where is she now? What the hell happened?
You should sit down for a second. We're at the hospital in town. Do you think you can get off work to come see her?
Sit down? What am I supposed to chill out after hearing my own mother's dead? Why the hell are you so calm anyway?
I'm sorry that you're upset. We've known that her time was coming, though, Nick. The doctor spoke to you, too. She has been doing well recently, but you knew her body could have given in any time. It's very unfortunate that it came a lot quicker than expected. She collapsed at home out of the blue. It was sudden, but we've been alarmed.
Why didn't you call me when she collapsed?
I did, as I am sure you remember. But you just yelled not to call during work hours and hung up. You didn't even bother to ask why I was calling. Even when I messaged you about your mom being taken to the hospital, you just messaged back saying I was responsible of taking care of her and brushed me off.
What? That's because you didn't make it clear that she was dying. Besides, how can you be so cool about it? I mean, my mum is dead.
I'm sorry if I seem cool, but I guess I have been around her enough to know that she wasn't going to be long. And now that she has passed, I guess I kind of lost my tension. It's been quite tough for me these past couple of months taking care of her.
How dare you, Erin? You saying it's good that she's gone? Because you'll get it easy now.
No, of course not. I'm just saying I'm burnt out.
I bet you mean that you're glad she's gone now. She's only trouble to you, wouldn't she? I know you've always despised her. You must be dancing right now. You are such a bitch.
If you must think of me like that, then help yourself. I don't have the energy to argue for myself right now, so are you coming to the hospital or what?
I beg your pardon. What the hell is wrong with you? How dare you have an attitude of me? There's something seriously wrong with you, Erin. I bet you're probably the reason why my mum's dead now. Don't you feel responsible for what happened at all? Shouldn't you be apologising to me for not being there to save her?
Apologize to you? The only thing wrong about this situation is your attitude, Nick, not mine. All you've been doing since you found out that your mother passed away is complain about me. If you care about your mom at all, stop messaging me and just come to the hospital already. She is gone, but I'm sure she would appreciate you by her side. Or are you too busy for her?
Cut it out, woman. Enough. Don't act like you know better than me. You know what? I'm sick of talking to you. You do no good for me or my mum. Anyway, I'm heading there now.
Yes, please do. She would be pleased.
Shut up. Don't you dare speak on behalf of her. You know nothing about her. She's so useless, it's unbelievable. I have to think about her funeral now, because I can't let an irresponsible person like you handle her ceremony.
I will apologize if my attitude has bothered you that much, but let's fight later, Nick. Now is not the best time. You know we'll have to shuffle things around to send her off appropriately.
So you want to scold me now? I don't need you to tell me that. I get a headache talking to you. Anyway, I'm getting in my car now. I'll have you follow my directions regarding the funeral and all the other paperwork. You will do exactly as I say. Do I make myself clear?
Sure. I will stay by her side until you arrive then.
This is a nightmare. Everyone is calling me for an explanation about what our daughter did at the funeral. Especially my uncle. He's furious. You know, keeping him happy is top priority for me. This is all your fault, woman. It's because you didn't raise her right. Why do I have to pay for your failure?
This must be about Carrie laughing at the funeral. Honestly, I never dreamed she would do such a thing. I was completely shocked.
So was I. I mean, the girl was nearly choking from laughing so hard. What the hell is wrong with her? Is she on drugs or something? I've never been so embarrassed in my entire life.
You better have slapped her for what she did. I've spoken to her about it. She told me why she was laughing so hard in front of everyone. She's at home now with me. I am so sorry for what she's done.
Your apology means nothing to me. How are you going to make it go away, huh? Everyone thinks I'm a horrible father and son for letting that happen. She ruined my reputation.
Well, I can't make it go away, obviously. What's done is done. You'll have to live with it.
Excuse me? What the hell? Erin, do you understand the seriousness of all this? You should feel responsible. This is your fault. I will not let her get away with this, I swear.
Well, what are you going to do?
I disown her. I no longer accept her as my daughter. How can she act so ridiculously at her own grandmother's funeral? The child is evil. She's old enough to get a part-time job, so she must be able to take care of herself. I'm kicking her out of the house. As of today. You have to tell her to pack her things.
Are you being serious?
Of course I am. She doesn't pack her stuff, then toss everything out the door. I refuse to live with an evil child. She's not my daughter anymore. Don't let her in the house, even if she tries to come back.
Okay, I can understand why you wouldn't want to live with her anymore. What happened was indeed inappropriate. I will let her know that she will no longer be living with you.
I thought you would whine for her forgiveness. I guess you finally come to your senses. Well then, get on with it now. Shoo the evil child out of my house.
Oh, but it's not her who's being kicked out of the house. You are. Carrie and I will be living in this house alone from here on. You are no longer welcome, so please don't come back.
What? Are you crazy? What the hell are you talking about?
Why don't you understand? There's nothing strange about what I'm saying. But in case you have forgotten, let me remind you that this house belonged to my parents before we moved in. I am the sole current owner of this property. So legally, you don't have any right to kick anyone out. But I do. The only crazy thing about this is that I didn't kick you out sooner.
What? No. Why on earth would you kick me out? I've done nothing wrong. Carrie is the one in trouble right now. We were just talking about kicking her out because she was acting ridiculous at my mother's funeral.
I don't think she's in any trouble. In fact, we are the ones to blame. Don't you see, we broke her, Nick, to the point where she would lose herself at her grandmother's funeral. We are responsible, not her.
What are you trying to get at, huh?
Nick, why do you think she was laughing so hard at the funeral? Have you even thought of why she would do such a thing before calling her evil?
How the hell should I know? All I know is she has absolutely no manners, and that is not on me. It's on you for not raising her right.
All right, fine then. You can blame her manners on me. But that is not the reason why she did what she did.
Well, what was it then? Go on. Just tell me.
She was laughing because she knew that I wouldn't suffer anymore.
What? Suffer?
That's right. You have no idea how ashamed I am of myself right now. All this time, I have tolerated you and your mother's nonsense because I wanted to protect her. I wanted her to go to college if that's what she wished to do. So I had to cling on to you to pay for the fees.
See, you're such a loser. You admit that you can't do anything without me.
Call me whatever you please, but that's not the point. You see, she never wanted me to tolerate the bullying. All she wished for is that I live in peace. I never knew that's how she felt for years. I told myself I was doing everything for her, but she didn't need any of my protection because she is a strong and smart girl.
Oh, boo-hoo. You want me to cry a river for you? All that stupid drama is between you and Carrie. That has nothing to do with me. You choose to live the way you do. There's no reason to kick me out.
Well, there is now. You're right that I have to choose to live the way I do. But from now on, I will be wiser and do whatever I think is best for both myself and Carrie. So for starters, I am kicking you out. I will not tolerate any of your bullying anymore, because now I understand that being a slave to you only hurts Carrie.
Cut the crap. Now, you can't kick me out. Who do you think paid for your living all this time? You'd be on the streets if it weren't for me.
Listen to yourself, Nick. Don't you realize how poisonous you are? You don't treat me with any respect. I don't ever want to be around such a person. So I am filing for divorce.
Divorce? Seriously, Erin, who the hell do you think you are? I'll never allow that to happen. Do you understand?
No, I don't. Frankly, I don't care about what you would or wouldn't allow. It's really not up to you anymore anyway. All I know is that I wish for Carrie and I to live in peace without you. I will leave it up to the law now on how that will happen.
She's serious, huh?
Of course I am. It is clear in my mind that I can no longer be your wife. When was the last time you treated me like I'm your wife anyway? You're not even nice to Carrie, so there's no reason for us to keep you.
Keep me? Well, you got some nerve to say that. I don't think you understand that I'd never pay for her college if you file for divorce. Is that what you want? For Carrie to pay for your mistake? What an horrible mother. You're going to snatch her dream in exchange for your freedom.
You should stop underestimating her. She is so much smarter than you think. Carrie is so mature. She does not need our help anymore.
What do you mean she don't need our help? Of course she does. How is she going to pay for school?
Do you know why she's been taking on so many shifts at her part-time job? Or why she's been babysitting all her teachers' children? It's because she's been saving money to pay for her tuition, so that she doesn't have to depend on you anymore. She's been doing the impossible so she could free me and herself from you.
She's been saving money for college. Sure, that's not possible. All she has is a skimpy part-time job that don't pay much.
You're right. She hasn't saved up enough to pay for 4 full years. But once I get a divorce from you, you will have to pay me my divisions. And on top of that, I will be asking for consolation money. That will be more than enough for me to cover the remaining amount. So threatening her that you won't pay for her tuition won't mean anything.
Consolation money? Why the hell do I have to pay you consolation money? If at all, I'm the one who should be asking you for divorcing me out of the blue.
Don't act stupid, Nick. You know you have no chance of getting away from what you've done to me. You have morally harassed me all these years with your mother. It's too bad she's not around anymore to pay her part. And by the way, consolation money is just one small part of my revenge, so be prepared.
What? Erin, what on earth are you planning to do?
I am going to ruin your precious reputation. We owe an explanation to your family members who were at the funeral anyway, don't we? Especially to your favorite uncle who is so important to you, right? So I'm going to tell them the truth of why Carrie acted the way she did. Because what she did was wrong, but that doesn't mean she's a bad person. So by telling the truth to your family kills 2 birds with 1 stone for me. 1, I get to ruin you, and 2, I save my daughter's dignity.
No, don't you dare. Why would you do such an horrible thing? I just lost my mother. I'd lose everyone else if you tell them I've been bullying you. How can you be so cruel to me?
I realize I've been protecting Carrie the wrong way as a mother, but I finally know how to make things right. And that is to keep you away from Carrie. In order to make that happen and to keep it that way, I will do anything.
I don't believe any of this. You are insane. I lost my mum. I'm being divorced. I'm losing my money. And on top of it all, you want me to lose everyone else. What else do you wish? For me to die alone?
Frankly, yes, that's what I want. You have been a horrible father and husband. You treated us like trash, Nick. Now it's your turn to understand what it feels like to be treated like trash. Shortly after, I was able to get a divorce from Nick, thanks to the help from his family who found out what Carrie and I have been going through for years. Carrie's reputation was saved among the family, and she even got a few offers to help out if she needed. Nick's uncle, who is a very powerful man, was especially understanding and even apologized for how his sister and nephew has treated us over the years. I don't exactly know what he did to make Nick obey, but he put a lot of pressure on him that he ended up giving in to what Carrie and I requested without much fight. He did try to lower the consolation money, but since I had all the messages saved on my smartphone app, I was able to prove his brutal treatment towards me. In the end, he gave up and signed the papers to pay exactly what I had asked for. My lawyer suggested to ask for child support aside from the consolation, but Carrie firmly refused to go to school on his money. She argued that the consolation money was what he owed me, so if I wanted to pay for her tuition out of it, it was my choice, which she would gratefully accept. But she did not want to feel like she owed her father for anything, so we decided not to go after child support. After paying me my divisions on top of the consolation money, Nick didn't have anything left. I heard rumors that he is living a miserable, lonely life with no friends or family. I don't feel sorry for him because I truly believe that he only got what he deserves. Carrie and I still live in the house passed down from my parents. About a year after the divorce, she chose and got into a competitive college close enough for her to commute from home so that we can save more money. She enjoys campus life to the fullest, having made new friends and learning so much already. Despite having a rough childhood, she has become a wise and caring young adult, and I am so proud to have such a daughter. I've made the mistake of hurting her by letting people bully me, but that won't happen again. Like I said to Nick, I will do anything to keep her safe and happy as long as I live.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.